We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout-out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartigo, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartigo. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
More arms, more fun, right, man?
That's right. Rub my waist and mess it with my...
So they're giving you a big scalp massage?
Welcome, initiates, to the Underground Initiative, a secret underground organization where a menagerie of maddening Midwesterners gather around to explore the realms beyond through the medium of tabletop RPGs. Hey guys, how's it going?
Don't you cut that out.
I'm not.
You laugh now, but we ride up like that with him doing that to me, no one's going to question it.
I would question it.
We need the book. I want to fight that. What the f were they doing when they wrote it up?
Speaking of books, speaking of books, hey, I hear that there's this lovely new anthology series called Written in Blood, Volume 1. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a sword and sorcery anthology. There's 11 of us in it. I'm one of them. You can get this on Drive-Thru Fiction in a hard version or just the ebook, but it's my fiction writing debut, I guess.
Nice. And this could be picked up at drivethruffiction.com. They have PDFs. You can buy it in soft cover. You buy it soft cover and PDF for the same price of the soft cover book. You have literally no reason to not pick this up. Follow the description is the bounty hunter Blue Baza, not in any way affiliated with Blue Baza of the canon
alternate timeline.
Alternate timeline Blue Blaza. Ugh. Is it Baza or Blaza?
Baza.
B-A-Z-A?
Yeah.
Oh, then you have to change this because on the website it says Blaza.
Okay.
The bounty hunter Blue Baza is imprisoned by a cabal of vindictive mages and must find a way to escape with the help of her former mark. Ooh. Check that out at Drive-Thru Fiction, and if you can't find the link to that, you can always find it at FromOuterSpace.com. Once again, that is Written in Blood, Volume 1. big congrats to you and your team for coming up with this, John.
Took a while, but it's finally there.
Hey, congratulations.
Hey, and one day, who knows? Maybe we'll come out with a book, but only if we get some patrons. Head on over to patreon.com/underground initiative to support us. The stream. Every dollar goes towards building the underground initiative up. More, better, stronger, faster, harder, burger, sandwich, all of that. In all of the ways that counts. If you donate, you will be added to the credits list. We'll shout out your name if this is your first time donating. You get access to the Discord. We can chat with us and other members of the Underground Initiative community. And for every 10 patrons, no matter what tier you subscribe to, for every 10 patrons that we get, instead of wearing just a boring old beanie, I will wear a glorious wig of some sort. Hey, don't you want to get in on that? Hey, I don't know. It's getting cold, and I could use something to warm my head in these winter months. But we'll see how it goes. That was a lot. Also, I've neglected to mention, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the videos that are posted on Subterranean Gamers. Thank you guys so very much for posting this. And also check out our streams on Twitch at Subterranean Gamers. That's a lot of announcements, and I love it.
Don't forget to share us out on whatever notification method you do. Instagram, X, Blue Sky.
All of the above.
Thread, if that's still a thing.
Red question mark?
Yelling across the house.
Hey,
It's on!
Yell it to your neighbors. Yell it to the cashier at the grocery store who's taking too long.
It's like, hey, you're taking some... If you're going to take time, you could just check out Underground Initiative on YouTube.
I'm missing my episode. Hurry up!
Are you bored while working? Well...
Have we got the content for you? But yeah, check it out from outer space. John also does a whole lot of tabletop RPG content when he's not writing an amazing, taking part in an amazing anthology fantasy series. Yeah, check it all out. With that out of the way, I suppose we can start.
I am nerdy. I am furry. I am the Mountain Dude.
The Mountain Dude! We have returned. So, last we left off, the Fist had made its way to Devil's Reach, the fabled infernal city here in on Arcala's back nine. A lively party town of sorts, with an air it is thick with the scent of like sulfur, brimstone, a little bit of alcohol, lots of raunchy, sinful taste, smells in the air. Taste too, probably. I don't know. The home of one Vaxxus Dinvula of the Fist. However, it's not much of a homecoming, as passerbys just tend to keep a wide berth away from Vaxxus, and there is just this air of uncertainty and just a tense vibe in the air. Maybe it's related to Vaxxus, maybe not. The Fist meets up with Relian over at the Wicked Agreements shop, a infernal information broker that has information on a one Brother Malmos, which Vaxxus is eager to get information on. In exchange for this information, Relian has requested the retrieval of a book, a tome of some sorts, that something happened with the delivery, and now the book is somewhere near the on the border of the Salisdon Hills and the Geistwood Forest. With a compass and a 48-hour time limit, the fists start to make their way out that way. Since time is of the essence, I believe Orlin is writing the Manticore version of Sersha. He casts Summon Steed to summon Maeve, forces someone to ride, and with a little bit of retcon magic, Vaxxus cast. What did you cast?
Phantom Steed.
Phantom Steed.
Yeah.
Phantom Steve.
Oh no, not Steve.
Isn't different at all, is it, Steve?
Because you are casting these spells within the borders of Devil's Reach, this is your first time experiencing the influence that Devil's Reach has seems to seep its way into summoning magics as well. Both Maeve and the steed that you have summoned, Vaxxus, instead of like a generic horse or a spectral horse, you two have summoned these black Clydesdale-sized horses with manes of fire.
Your favorite.
You're writing backwards.
They don't burn, but that's what's going on.
It takes me an extra minute to actually climb up onto the horse because I just keep staring at it. The mane is definitely warm to the touch, but as you guys venture out throughout the town towards the exit, you realize that these creatures are very, very fast. In fact, they have they have a speed of 60, and through this loose arcane connection that Orlin and Vaxxus has with their steeds, they also have a fly speed of 90 feet. You guys are riding nightmares. I mean, mine doesn't fly, but it says a speed of 100 feet actually for mine.
Oh shit! What does Fine Steed say?
No,
Like, does it give a stat block for that creature?
well, this is
Fine Steed is a
Phantom
warhorse. His is Phantom Steed. It's a different thing.
My apologies.
Slightly different.
Okay, understandable. Well, it looks like a nightmare, anyways. But yeah, it has a
movement speed of 90 then?
Well, it says 100, but if you I can make it 90 if that's the fastest
It's
I can
100.
move. So
It's 100. Yeah,
I'm not trying
that
to race
spell-
everybody.
I don't know. That spell creates something specific. The other spell just creates a random horse. For this one, I will say that Orlin Steed is indeed a nightmare.
Are you ready for mounted combat tonight?
Are you?
I'm asking you, Mr. Rules Man.
We'll see.
I don't think anybody's ready for the raging barbarian on someone else's summoned steed.
We're gonna run in there off the
What's the-
fog cloud.
What's the boss in Elden Ring that rides the tiny horse?
That's
right. It's gonna be Kulkras.
I've never played Elden Ring, so this is funny to me.
The next time I summon my steed, I'm gonna get like one of those miniature horses. So
It's all fun and games.
A Shetland pony.
It's all fun and games until the giant ape comes in riding a tiny horse.
you'll look like a clown on a tiny unicycle.
Making your way out of
Then
town.
it came into the woods.
Making your way out of town, out of Devil's Reach proper, just outside the gates, you can't help but notice that there are 6 very well appointed carriages parked just outside of town, all bearing the mark of the Shepherd of the 12 Divines.
Is that Kazul's caravan?
No, these appear to be. Actually, make an insight check.
Pretty good. 8.
8. You've rarely given concern or cause of a concern for these carriages before. Sometimes the holy city of Vastakal will send missionaries all over Arkala, including Devil's Reach, just to preach the good word, sell some wares and whatnot. Devil's Reach has a tenuous relationship with these visitors. It's like, hey, you can sell your wares, but park your shit outside of town. We don't want that here. We got our own thing. So yeah, there's just a tense relationship there, and I don't know how much Vaxxus would care that they are in town at this time.
Not particularly.
Okay.
Not with his butt on the line.
Does it remind me of anything from 10 years ago?
With an 8, not really.
Light it on fire, let's see.
Light it on fire. Let's see.
I don't think my memory get any better that way.
Might fire it up.
Bring me my brown pens.
You travel through the as you make your way outside of the city walls proper and past the holy people's carriages. You make your way northeast towards the Salisdon Hills through the Geistwood Forest.
I'm following the compass.
Okay. Just so that we have an idea of marching order for these steeds. What's the order?
I'll go first because depending on if we're traveling when it's dark outside, I know Kulkras has the best overall vision, but
I think you have to because you have the compass.
well, that and if it does get pitch black, I can still see where we're going. So
Okay. What about Orlin and Kulkras?
How wide is this place?
Well, you guys are flying through the forest.
We're flying?
Well,
They fly now?
well, you guys are traveling through the forest. You're not traveling on a main road. You're actually going through the actual forest itself. So it's not like it's.
We could have just taken your magic rope.
Might be a little slower, doesn't go that fast on a bit. Just, look, there they go.
It'd be more menacing. They'd be like, "What the hell is that?"
We'll be down there in 50 minutes.
You could dangle Vaxxus from the rope as you fly. Because the nightmare can fly, the steed that Vaxxus summoned cannot, but they still have a movement speed of similar size, like 190, I believe.
I'll just make sure I keep pace with them. I'm not trying to.
Well, you're the fastest, so they have to keep pace with you.
Saoirse's the bottleneck right now. She has a speed of 40.
Unless you wanted to keep Kulkras company, it's up to you.
I mean, you could be dashing the entire time. We're just running normally.
Saoirse also has a flying speed of 60, I believe.
Could you
with the
cast
wings.
Long Strider
Right.
on Saoirse?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true.
So we got Vaxxus up front with their steed. What about the others?
I think canonically with our speeds, then it's probably me.
Just don't leave you behind.
Go.
Unless there's some animal you can transform into where you get like a comparable speed.
Fast animals, slow humans. Come on, guys.
Just polymorph into a dragon for a minute.
Can you polymorph into a motorcycle?
Not yet.
Once I find one out in the wild.
Yeah, ye old motorcycle.
Easy, girl.
Does your steed? How does your steed handle difficult terrain?
There's no mention of difficult terrain, so that would be a DM choice, I would imagine.
Okay. I would say parts. If you want to try to find a path through this forest that does not go through too much difficult terrain, I would ask that Vaxxus make a nature or survival check.
I did want to make a detour if possible, too.
Absolutely.
I wanted to potentially stop, I'm not sure where it is in conjunction to where we're going, but wherever the treehouse may happen to be. You know that of which I speak?
I don't. The treehouse. This is new to me.
You
want to message me?
You asked me to come up with some places. This was back.
All right. I'll say sure. This this place is
I could describe it if you like.
no. I'll say this place is on the eastern wall of the city of Devil's Reach. Not too far.
Because I said it was on the edge of Geistwood when I was making up.
All right.
Particular places.
The edge closest to the roads or closer to Devil's Reach?
I suppose
The north edge or the south edge?
I suppose closer to town, so sure the south edge.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'd say it's less than 10 miles directly east. Just follow the wall a little bit, and then north. You'll find it.
Okay. I don't know if it'd be out of the way or not.
Not
but
too much.
I was gonna stop there anyways.
With the speeds that you guys are moving, it's maybe a 10-minute detour. Sure. You guys got 48 hours. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Sounds good.
Vaxxus banks from northeast to hard east. I'm assuming you guys follow suit.
Absolutely not.
Oh, well.
Just kidding.
The fuck is he go? Well, yeah, we have to. We assume that he's taking
Is this the right way? Yeah, it's the right way.
I'm not sure Vaxxus can read a compass.
Vaxxus.
What's a compass?
Within 10, 15 or so minutes, trying to remember exactly where it is, Vaxxus, you come to a clearing of sorts. Describe what is here.
All right, so we come up to this clearing, and you see a treehouse, and it's very shoddily put together. Like, it really looks like somebody that was either a small child or had little to no carpentry expertise put it together. It's pretty ramshackle. Like, the windows are crooked. Like, there's no door. There's boards sticking out. You probably see some nails here and there too. There's like a little rope that you can climb to get up through the bottom. and then it says on there, you know how like a treehouse would say, like if it was for boys, it would say no girls allowed. It would just say, it just says no one allowed on it, and then underneath it you see it kind of like tagged in some kind of paint. It says except for Lindy on it, and I kind of go and I ride up to it, and First I attempt to fly, because I used to fly up on the inside of it, but then I realize, yeah, I can't do that, so I start trying to climb the rope ladder. All right, fellas, this shouldn't take long. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
This is what I pictured your house looking like before I knew you had a mansion.
Humble beginnings, Orlin. We don't wipe our ass with platinum.
Barely
Vaxxus,
does.
Vaxxus, make an insight check. Another one.
For Orlin?
No.
I was going to say, make an insight check on your house.
7.
7.
Not
Okay.
one of those monster houses.
It's a mimic.
This whole time it never told me.
The old mimic treehouse again.
The Mimic Treehouse Gambit. I've seen this before.
Like the roof is kind of like a little too far to the one side than the other side.
Vaxxus, it's probably been, it's been over a decade since you've been here. You expected this place to be, like, very overrun with, like, forest growth and vegetation. This place looks like that it's been kept up. The rope itself, also, it's not brand new, but it's definitely been replaced at some point over the past year or so. So someone has been keeping this place from falling apart.
I don't know if you need me to make a check to climb the rope or...
Cool, now we do.
Well, since you asked, not at all.
I'm just being honest.
Not at all.
Just being honest. I'll keep trying. I'll keep falling, but I'll keep trying.
You fall back down. Well, that was quick.
You reach the end of the rope. What do you see? What do you find?
It's a little dark in here, but that's not a problem with my eyesight. You'll see some like kind of torn up comic books, some little art pieces. Most of them not made by me. The ones that are made by me are really bad. The other ones that are a little better are probably made by Lindira. There's like maybe like a dusty chair, like maybe one or two like hanging little hammocks. Just kind of like more like a kid's type of clubhouse type of deal.
The hammocks have definitely had some extra patches over them, one more than the other over the years. Most of your belongings that might have been loose or strewn about, you find them in a nearby, what looks to be a just like a small wooden chest. Doesn't have a lock on it, but all of your belongings are like neatly stacked and whatnot. Looks like someone has. You think it was probably either Lindira or your father coming back here to just like keep the place nice and clean, even though you were gone for a very, very long time. Someone with a lot of heart wanted to keep this place clean, just in case.
Mainly what I came to do was I was going to leave a small note, and there's like a false board that I would keep certain things in the floor, but I think mostly I just probably left like some alcohol in there. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to write a short note and I'm going to put it in there. I can text it to you later unless you want me to just read off what I was going to put on.
Sure. You find that loose board and you open it up, and inside you find something you weren't
Expecting. Where's my booze?
You do find a booze bottle, but instead of the lovely liquid of whatever it used to be, there's a bunch of like small notes inside of this bottle.
I start trying to dig it out, and I'm having a hard time, so I just smash the bottle. So I'm frustrated.
You smash the bottle. Do you read these notes?
How many are there?
There's about a dozen.
Are you fighting someone up there?
Yeah, and they're losing. Don't worry about it.
Can we go up?
Sounds okay.
It never sounds okay. That's the first thing wrong.
I'll just take them with me.
Okay. You find a place to leave the note that you would like to leave, and you put the board back. And
I'm also gonna leave my key to with the note to the dresser at the mansion over in Boldor. The key that opens the dresser where I left all that extra cash I had, or coin, should I say?
Gotcha. Make a perception check. Damn rabbit.
15.
15. Kulkras, you don't see this with your impressive passive perception. However,
You are fucked.
Vaxxus, in the corner of this treehouse, inside, behind you, you feel a presence.
Who's there? And I spin around quick.
You find, sitting in the corner, a little white-haired rabbit with red fur on the ears and beady red eyes, just staring at
Sitting
you.
cross-legged.
Well played, DM. Well played. Yes, can I help you with something?
Good talk. Good talk.
I don't have any treats on me. Do you like booze? Well, if you tell me what you like, maybe I can bring it with me next time.
The rabbit takes a couple hops towards you and like tries to like stand on its hind legs a little bit and is like gesturing you to come closer.
Alright, you better not bite me. I start crawling a little closer.
It's gonna be like that cat from the Grinch movie.
Thinking of Minecraft on the middle of the grid.
There's the blood still.
It does bite you. You take 1 point of piercing damage, but
You just hear me cussing up a storm upstairs.
It bites you in a way that gives like a spurt of blood that leaves a little puddle on like the hardwood flooring here, and you watch as the rabbit just starts to lap up your blood on the floor.
You're one of those freaky rabbits. Okay.
And then it hops out the window. That you do see, Kulkras.
He lost to a rabbit?
You should have seen the rabbit.
I did.
Do you do anything else up here?
Aside from leaving the note, I'm going to clean up the glass, redo the board, and leave the key there with the note, and that's it. I'm going to make my way out, and that'll be it.
I guess the real question is, was he using the bottle against the rabbit, or was the rabbit using the bottle against him?
Don't look like a freaking Muppet.
Make a dexterity check if you'd be so kind.
14.
Cool. You do not cut your hands on the glass
Very nice.
as you're cleaning it up.
I just throw it out the window.
With the glass cleaned up and things left behind, you make your way. Do you make your way down through the rope, or do you jump out the window? Have to ask.
That's valid. I've been doing this.
I go out the window. How high up is this treehouse?
Bunny, Vaxxus.
No, you missed it. Rabbit. Glass. Vaxxus.
Got a very good memory. I would say
It would have been tetanus as well if he failed.
I'll just say like 15 feet. That sounds about right for a treehouse.
Okay, I'm gonna round it up to 20.
Might be tetanus now. Is this slashing damage instead of bludgeoning?
It's both.
Go ahead and make a dex save for me, please.
I rolled really low on my d6.
Oh,
That's
and-
usually what I use to determine whether I'm stupid or not.
As a reminder, you are still baned. As are the rest of you.
Burn!
No, we haven't had a long rest.
Haven't had a long rest yet.
I mean, it's still early in the afternoon.
One does not simply get rid of burn.
You know why he's going out the window? He doesn't remember his ring so work? Because he doesn't have any fiber.
Fiber. Dexterity save, you said?
Yes.
Actually, that's better than a check, so. 12.
12 was the DC. You only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does my ankles crunch a little?
Yeah. How do you stick this landing?
I just land, and instead of rolling, I kind of just like squat. You know, like if you've ever played a Legend of Zelda game and he jumps too high and just sits there squatting.
He's just thinking about it.
John knows what I'm talking about. So it's one of those where, yeah, instead of doing it gracefully, I'm just like, trying to absorb the shock, basically.
Back into the ground.
Well, that wasn't one of my finest moments. All right, we can go, fellas. I'm done dilly-dallying.
Did you get the book?
What book? What are you talking
The one
about?
that we came out here for.
It wasn't up there, but I had to check. I thought the compass was telling me to go up there.
So the rabbit took it.
I didn't see the rabbit take it, but maybe the rabbit has it for all I know.
Let's move on.
Is the compass like pointing toward where the direction the rabbit went?
Absolutely not.
The rabbit definitely has the book.
Let's get it.
Kulkras, you can clearly see where the compass is pointing. The fist makes their way northeastward.
Keep looking down at the compass. Yeah.
Since this, we'll call it 3. Why not?
Call it 3.
Vaxxus, go ahead and make 3 nature or survival checks to navigate this forest in a way that does not give you or your companions traveling through difficult terrain.
This man is about to face
Would I have
so
any
hard.
kind of advantages because I've grown up here for years?
I will say the DC is slightly lowered because it has been a while since you've been out here.
Alright.
So topography changes.
I'll just say survival. I mean, both checks are the same, basically.
Okay.
But you said 3?
Yes.
4. Maybe. We're lucky.
You want a total or each?
Each.
I have a 4. I have an 11.
Uh-huh.
And I have a 19.
Nice. So the first 2 legs of the journey are moving slow. It seems that at every turn, Vaxxus is bringing you guys to... Wow.
A fist, everyone.
I'm staying in character.
we're all
Leave me alone.
We're nimble.
Yeah, that's true. Bane does not
Yeah.
help either.
For the first 2 legs of the journey, Vaxxus, you are navigating through the worst parts of the forest.
A tar pit?
Yeah, there is a tar pit at some point.
Is this Princess Bride?
There's a bunch of like vines that are like ridiculously intrusive that slow down the pace. At some point, Orlin has to
I'm
like pull
listening,
out
I'm listening.
you and.
I'm listening.
You find this magical saucer with a cookie on it, but it's just always out of reach, and it just keeps slipping out. It's weird.
Fairies are playing tricks on us.
Once you finally get a hold of it, you find out that it's like a sugar-free raisin cookie.
Come on, catch me! You're so close. Come on, catch me! Never gonna catch me. All right, I'm done. I'm good.
I don't think you are.
We're never done.
That being said, the last part of the journey would probably be a lot faster. However, the first 2 legs of the journey has definitely taken a lot of time. You guys started at, I would say, noon. It's pushing nighttime now.
See, the funny thing is you're struggling, and then we're just floating above you.
They're just following you.
You can just walk purposely into the thorn bush.
Wait, your steed spell can actually fly?
With the magics of, or was that taken away? I forget.
No, that's still there.
Okay.
The hell? 3rd level spell, but you didn't. All right.
Well, that's what you have to get for instead of summon Steve.
I don't get a choice.
We got a lot of time to rest for the night while we're close to what we need to find.
That's probably a good idea, Orlin. We might need to be a little more fresh when we get there. I don't think whoever took this book is going to give it up willingly.
Can I look for a good campsite?
Sure, make a survival check. Saoirse will give you the help action.
10 and 10, so 17.
Aha, the curse is on you. I'm free.
Yeah, you find this. You find a small clearing of trees with a decent sized canopy. There is enough like dry brush and whatnot around to potentially warn you if any forest predators try to like encroach on your position. You guys have like a natural defense system. You found a nice place to plop down for the night. It is late.
Maybe later from.
It is late in the fall season, so it's going to be very cold out this night, unless you guys have any means to provide shelter or warmth for the night.
Fireball. We're warm for a little bit. Let's see. What do I have in my magical inventory?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any spell slots because I teleported to Alien's Tower and then I teleported to Devil's Reach. So I don't think I have any spell slots right now.
You could take a short rest and get some.
You can take a short rest before your long rest.
You can.
That's very true.
I have a tinderbox so we can start fire. I think we all have that from basic.
Yeah.
And there is enough dry brush around, so you don't have to like hunt down for stuff. You guys are in the forest in the middle of fall, the late end of fall. So building a campfire relatively easy.
I will take a short rest first.
You said it is cold in the woods?
Mm-hmm. And it's getting colder by the hour.
Does he? Is a bedroll just a roll-out thing, or is it more like a sleeping bag where it's like folded over?
I'll allow it to be a sleeping bag. Sure, why not?
Let's see. What's my survival at?
Level 10, we're finally camping.
Right. What's my survival at? Oh, it's actually pretty high. I'm gonna say the character knows this just because the survival's so high. With my companion's permission, I'll take all their sleeping bags and my giant robe, and I'll make a makeshift, not a tent, but like an overhang, so that way when the fire's going, it's actually warming us and keeping the area warm.
I'll probably let you guys share the overhang then, because I don't know, I have cold resistance anyway, so, and I'm not keen on the fire. So.
Is there, in this spot, is there an overturned tree with the stump and roots facing us?
I'll say yeah.
Then I will use that and my random knowledge in watching YouTube videos on knowing that having our backs to it would warm the stump, and actually use that wall as a heat wall.
Okay. With the Hill Render tribes have often been a nomadic one, so the passing down of the survival skills and whatnot is just part of survival for orc culture. Even though you guys have found a home in a city and a town, these traditions are still passed down. So you are able to utilize that knowledge to its full effect. Orlin, is there anything you would like to do to help secure the camp for the night?
I'll give him the bedroll. I guess I can assist him with setting up his canopy thing that he's talking about. Then I'll curl down near the fire with my manticore friend.
I think I'll take second watch, because that would probably be when it would be darkest, I would imagine. So I'll probably do that.
All right. As you guys, as the fist beds down for the night, the main moon, Yolora, is completely dark, with the secondary moon, Zunus, much smaller moon, but it is in its full. It's in its fullness phase right now. This little like muddy greenish moon. It just hangs quietly in the night sky. The occasional wind throughout the trees, the hooting of forest owls lull some of you to sleep. Who has first watch?
I'll do third if you want to do first.
Yep, I'll do first.
Kulkras, go ahead and make a perception check. Even though you still have the benefits of your robe.
I'll use one of the new die I picked up today after eating ramen.
Is it like a Jack in the Box type of deal where it's at the bottom of the soup?
No, there's a place right by the shop.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. 24.
24. Keeping the campfire lit. Also, the nightmare steeds does produce a little bit of extra flame, as well as bright light in a 10-foot radius and 10-foot dim light for an additional 10. It provides a little bit of excess warmth and heat.
So is this horse laying down, or does it not require that? It's just sitting there all the entire night.
Do horses actually sleep standing?
I believe they do.
This horse sleeps standing.
I don't know. I know cows do. I don't know about horses.
Horses do have the ability to lay
Fantasy horses sleep standing up, as far as I'm concerned. You keep a good watch. Every now and then, you do see like the occasional forest critter scurry around. every now and then you do see like additional pairs of eyes peer throughout dark parts of the forest, but as soon as you like lock eyes with them,
I don't have to.
well, one of your eyes locks on with to them. They seem to notice and just leave.
They're like, what the fuck?
They just think you're some kind of eldritch horse in the middle of the forest.
Right next to this dread steed.
Mine actually only lasts an hour, so I don't know how long it would be there, but I don't know how long yours lasts when you summon me.
Just until it dies or is resummoned.
Until it wants to go away.
I'm getting the short end of the spell book right here.
Normally a paladin only spell, but I got a custom magic item for it.
That's cool.
The that ethereal floating maggot eye also accompanies you.
It's warming by the fire.
It is.
It's got a hat on its eye.
It seems to take a particular interest in the flame. It looks over your companions as they sleep. At some point, it like saddles up next to you. It doesn't look at you, but it is like sharing your eye line and is keeping a watch.
What you looking at?
Hey, buddy.
Shares my eye line, which is all around me. It's just spinning.
Dry eyes, clear eyes. It's awesome.
Well, that faces it. If this thing can talk, and we've ever talked to it, it better sound like Ben Stein.
Why, hello there.
Dry eyes.
It just sort of hovers and takes stock of the area. Does Kulkras do anything?
I mean, I'll take advantage of my 360 vision and start reading some of the book during my watch.
All right. For the watch, is it 2 hours?
I think it would have to be with the only the three of us here.
So we'd all get a long rest, which is what, 8 hours? I don't know how long, if everybody has to sleep that long or anybody has to sleep less than that.
I think for this, because it's only 3 of you,
It would be like,
we'll stretch this out to 12 hours.
So
It's not ideal, but basically someone is going to get 2 watches.
Well,
Oh, no. Everyone
8.
gets 2. Sorry, I mathed wrong.
Are we sleeping for 8 or 12 hours?
so you would, yeah.
In order to get 8 hours each.
Well, technically, it's 6 hours of sleep, and 2 hours of it can be watching. Essentially, is what it's described as, I believe.
We've been playing this game for how long?
At least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 hours. So if we do 9-hour long rest with 3 hours watches, we're okay.
Okay, we'll do that
makes
then.
sense. I was going to say, I don't think it'd need to be 12 hours.
Okay, that works. So, Kulkras, you get 3 additional hours of reading in your book.
And I have to mark to
Various calisthenics and stretching exercises are described.
It's just this eldritch horror watching everything, stretching. I don't want to fucking deal with that. You deal with that.
But your watch goes without issue. Eventually, you wake up Vaxxus, and
Get your ass up.
Fine, just stop kicking me.
Vaxxus, go ahead and make a perception check.
I'll also summon Todd at some point, so can I make 2 perception checks?
You can make 2, or you can make 1 at advantage. Your choice.
I'll make 2.
Okay.
Todd has a better lookout score.
I mean, he might. I actually got to double check. It's been a little bit.
He actually has a better one than me.
Let's see.
A lot better, actually.
Don't hate on the summon friends. Actually, it's the same, but I'll make 2. I'll make 2 separate.
Okay.
I got a 14. Todd got a 16.
Nice. Keeping a careful watch on here at night, well past midnight now, probably 1:30 in the morning. Now the forest is a lot louder with all of the extra not nocturnal creatures that are coming out to enjoy the night. Some of like the larger predators have probably found a place to hibernate for the fall, or are preparing to hibernate for winter that is coming up. So there's not a lot of threat in the forest. If there is, it's probably from something very large and very deadly. But at least for now, nothing seems to be coming out to play.
I'd assume I might be familiar with some of the wildlife in these woods.
Oh yeah.
You would. Go ahead and make a nature check.
10.
10. The Geistwood Forest, because of its proximity to Devil's Reach, everything that a normal forest would have, and throughout the rest of Arcala, things are just a lot more dangerous here. Instead of wolves, there are dire wolves, dire bears. Like there are more dire creatures here.
Dire flamingos.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, people don't talk about the dire flamingos enough. They are a menace to society. Dire owls. No owl bears, thankfully. But you know that the further east you go, closer to the Salaston Hills, they contain a lot more dangerous creatures. You're not exactly sure what with a 10, but you figure the closer you get to the border of the Salaston Hills, which is where your compass is pointing, it's probably, the rate of encountering something more dangerous increases the closer you get.
I'm just doing a little bit of math in my head, I guess, because it looks like we're going northeast, and there's not too many squares that make up the Geistwood, so it doesn't look especially big compared to some other places we've been.
Yeah, you probably would have reached it had you made those nature checks, but that's all right.
If you weren't dumb.
No.
The one was
not the case.
one I got a 19. I couldn't roll any higher than that one, really.
Does Vaxxus do anything else during their 3 hours of downtime here in the forest?
I'll pick up that page of sending I got from Shiima or Orlin or whoever, because we were divvying those out, and I think I'll go ahead and boot it up.
All right.
Turns on its dial-up noises.
Hey, shut up! We're trying to sleep.
Who would you like to send a message to?
I'll probably contact my sister, I think.
All right.
I'll just say, what is it, 30 words? I think it is.
I believe it's 25.
Yeah.
You stole my booze.
Hey, it's me. In town. Busy right now. Left you something in the treehouse.
That's 14.
Let me know when Dad's back.
Treehouse is hyphenated.
It's actually 2 words.
You got 5 more should you choose.
Are you pooping?
Different tiefling. Different blue tiefling. Different blue trickster tiefling, sorry.
That's fine. He's purple anyway.
It was gray.
I'm the blue tiefling.
Later, toots. That's it.
Later, toots. You get a response. Vaxxus, it's like after midnight, but it's good to hear from you. Well, why didn't you stop by if you were in town?
Can't respond to you.
I think like there's a pause waiting. Motherfucker.
Thal's in trouble.
I was in trouble.
That was all 25, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get a toots back. Damn.
Do you do anything else?
We got 1 page to send in. Todd, do you dream?
Electric sheep.
That's 1 for yes, isn't it?
What were the rules that you put in?
Well, I think Clarence was the one doing that. I forget, was it 1 for yes, 2 for no?
I think it is 1 for yes, 2 for no.
It's better if you don't know.
Do you dream about other sexy shadow fiends or something?
Todd, this multi-limbed, vacuous void, sideways mouth creature points its body in your direction and opens its mouth. Do you look into it?
Oh, I thought I was going to actually start laughing.
You better not be mooning me through your mouth or something. I'll take a look.
All right. Make a wisdom saving throw
Oh, it's been real, guys.
against whatever Todd's DC is for any of his abilities.
All right, hold on. I was about to write some notes,
Oh,
but now I
man.
gotta go back to myself.
You have to do math against yourself.
Yep.
Makes it even worse. Jeez, I was dreaming about some.
Well, he looks that up.
Ow!
I
Shit.
did look it up. Horses can sleep both standing up and laying down.
Interesting.
Ah, nice.
Learn something new every day.
Do Clydesdales sleep standing up?
It just says horses just like
Only if they're named Clyde.
and their last name is Dale.
Shisha.
That's
So-
actually Dave's last name.
Yeah, they do both.
So it can do.
First auto complete. That's what the world wants to know.
I might as well say I'm not going to make it because if you're going off of this wisdom save, any wisdom save, because it has an ability, is based off of my spell save DC.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I'm wearing a ring, which makes that even harder. So.
We'll get a natural 20, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
So I think it's 18 then.
Yeah, that's what my spell save DC is for wisdom.
Sure, make a wisdom save. You are still baned.
Only a natural 20 can save you.
Yeah, save.
I see some devil
Ah,
porn.
really? We'll see.
The real freaky shit.
No, this is the Eldritch horror porn right there.
Scarecrow.
Nope. That is 16's not going to do it. I'm too short.
Nope. Close, but no. You see,
both our characters.
as you stare into the void of Todd's mouth, you start to see like weird swirling colors, and you kind of like unconsciously like focus in on that, and you like something is projected out into your mind and into your vision, like you
Never
like,
talking to Todd again.
like
Oh, man,
like
basically that stupid fish.
like there's like this
No, the one
No,
with the,
not that fish,
The,
not
one
again.
with the one with the light.
oh, an anglerfish.
And the
Yeah.
anglerfish.
I have a story about an anglerfish I just adore. You are pulled into like some sort of psychedelic light show of like you see light, but you taste music. You hear
Taste flat.
You hear music. You hear music, but you feel language.
It's ICP.
It's this blender of senses and information that just does not make sense. But you realize that this is something akin to what Todd dreams of. Just a blending of the senses far, far different from what a mortal mind is normally capable of. Shape, space, time has no concept here. Everything is trippy, everything is weird, everything also just has like random, like you don't see them, but everything has a sense. Everything has eyes. Everything has tactile senses. Everything is feeling and seeing and experiencing everything and everything at the same time. And
Funny enough, I would have made that save without the band.
the experience is very shattering to your mind. You take 13 points of psychic damage, experiencing a moment of Todd's dreams.
I'm on acid.
Yeah, kinda.
Jokes on the psychic damage. It gets reset at the end of the long rest.
Yeah,
Too
it
bad.
will.
Too bad I didn't attune to my ring, but I still would think.
I mean, you could take whatever you want from this experience, but yeah, this is truly what Todd dreams of when Todd is probably not around, or what Todd experiences when he is not summoned to this material plane. Like, you get a literal window into Todd's world.
I finally wrenched my eyes away from these dreams that he's kind of portraying for me, and I start rubbing my head because I took all that damage, and I say, "All right, Todd, that's very interesting, but I can't handle it. I wish you the best of luck, because that's too much for me."
Whenever you open your eyes, you are no longer in the forest.
Crap.
You two.
Dick. You have the compass.
What does it have to do with anything?
I mean,
In the interest of fun, I would like Orlin and Kulkras to roll initiative, please. Bane is still in effect.
I don't think Bane affects initiative, or does it?
Probably not.
Savings and effect.
Okay.
That doesn't
correct.
include initiative. So,
Yeah, it does not affect initiative.
so Anakin would say, "Liar!"
16.
16?
12.
12. Alright. Piggybacking off of Vaxxus's dream first.
I opened the jar of you-know-what's.
Roll.
Vaxxus, you pull back from the psychedelic scape of Todd's mind and find yourself in that familiar dark space, surrounded by the burning symbols of the Order of the 12. And you feel this feeling of accomplishment and pride and thankfulness for your efforts. And a delivery of promises made. Bane has been lifted from you,
Hell,
and now you are guided.
Oh man, he's getting that. We're about to fight our gods.
Guidance or bless?
Guidance.
Isn't that like a cantrip that you have to keep recasting?
Bless also only lasts an hour, but you are guided for who knows how long.
Really?
Yeah.
The god said, "Look, man, watching you navigate that forest, take this."
He needs all the help he can get. I forget, was it a 1d4 to checks?
I believe so.
It's on
Yes.
our Call Us Funnies videos.
That sounds
Yeah, just us flying in the air and him running into everything.
There's a laugh track in the box behind it. Oh!
Yeah, ability checks. So yeah, a D4 to all ability check rolls. While you are experiencing this dream, Count Orlin, you are presented with a vision of the symbol of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon. Once again, this feeling of accomplishment, pride, and thankfulness for a job well done washes over you. And the deliverance of a reward for promises kept and charges completed wash upon you. You are guided. Do either of you do anything else in this back and forth between these godly entities? Do you address them in any way?
I'll just kneel in front of him and say, "It was in your name."
We'll come back to Vaxxus after he's done typing. Kulkras. You find yourself in front of the symbol of Ayun, the unknowing mistress.
I check for bugs first. Check for random objects flying.
Make a perception check.
You
You do not have the
there's no code in dream space.
no coat, no shield in dream space.
No.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Use that perception.
Yes,
18.
18. You feel once again that sense of warmth and accomplishment on a job well done, even despite the shakiness of your journey. A reward is deserved. But there is an interruption.
All the bugs are here.
The maggot eye has floated into this dream space, almost like piercing some sort of ethereal veil just to be in this space. And
Mage
it is
Slayer.
like,
Mage Slayer.
and it is like wildly looking around and taking
See, I wasn't
in-
looking for that bug. I was looking for the weird bugs that I had that dream about.
Well, you don't see that, but you do see that that floating spectral maggot eye just sort of like take in this space, take in the appearance of the silhouetted radiant symbol of Ayun,
Ropes,
And-
private.
and then it looks back at you after you say that, and then it comes just a little bit closer to you. And then its little its maggoty tendril-like hands, it presents the robe. You have a choice.
Oh.
Do you accept the robe, or do you accept the gift of Ayun in this moment?
You want to be a peeping Tom or do you want to be a good boy?
Oh man. What do you gotta put in the game to say it like that?
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Do I look
It's not what you said. Actually, it is what you said.
Do I
It's
look
the
like
way
an
you said
idiot?
it.
Of course I'm gonna be the baby top.
What's the Captain America? I don't like what he said, but he's right.
So he
He's
shows the cloak over
He's,
a gift
he's
of
out,
the
he's out of
gods.
line, but he's right.
He's out of line.
That's how it goes.
What do you choose?
I'm gonna look at the robe and be like, but you didn't dress me.
So you deny the robe.
Yeah, I deny the robe and take Alright.
You take the
It probably means the coat is gone.
You take the gift of Ayun and you feel the warmth of the divine glow about you. Your bane is gone and you are guided as the eye just shakes.
Disappointed Bob Maggot.
Bob Maggot. That's its name now.
You'll never be on our College Funniest Home videos again.
Watch me.
Oh god.
Pull out the rope. We'll see about that.
Vaxxus, as this moment ends, you find yourself back in the forest. And Todd's mouth has closed and pointed away from you.
Your breath is terrible, by the way, Todd. You can't smell it because you're probably used to it.
I don't think Todd has a nose.
Stop sleep talking over there.
I don't think Todd has a nose. Why is the bug in the drain? Like swatting at it.
Kulkras, do you do anything else in this dream?
How'd that get there? I'm just literally wondering on the bug intruding on my dreams.
Vaxxus, your watch goes without issue.
Would I still be able to randomly read one of the notes before I switch the watch? Out of the 12, because you said there's a dozen notes. I just want to read one.
Well, you have 3 hours. You could potentially read all of them if you'd like.
I just want to read one for now.
One is date. The one you pick out one at random. Definitely Lindira's handwriting. It is dated probably 3 years after your death.
Gotcha.
And it's just like Lindira telling you about her time, her day. Auntie Emereth is teaching her how to cook. She's learning how to make baked goods, and she's getting really good at it. And she hopes that one day, if you ever return, she'll make something nice for you and hopefully Vitra. That's what it says.
Roll it up and I put away. And I do one of those manly don't cry moments. And then I go wake up Orlin so he can do his watch and I can go to sleep.
Alright. Orlin.
And we finally solved the tongue twister. If two witches watch two watches, which witch watches which watch?
What's a watch?
What you were just
What's
on.
a witch?
A magic user.
Ah, I wouldn't know. They were all burned.
It's a compass, not a watch.
It's a compass on a watch.
Orlin, go ahead and make a perception check.
Can Saoirse help me?
Absolutely. And you're guided.
Saoirse will make her own. Eight for me and 14 for her.
The rest of the you. When was the first time do you think Orlin, when he was living in Redmire, was allowed or had the opportunity to go camping, if there was ever a moment?
Probably would have been in his like tween years, so like 11 or 12, and Byron was out of town, so Zach, is that the bugbear's name?
I believe so.
Yeah, took him on a trip.
I just know him as Bear Trap.
Yeah.
It's a boss-ass nickname you gave him.
That is a cool nickname.
And here I thought it was just going to be like a really pretentious rich boy thing where he just had a servant stand out in the yard holding a tent.
It literally sounds like a prison tag he has somewhere in his body. It says bear trap like an all barbed wire surrounding it or something.
It's his tattoo that you can't see.
It's all spiky around like a
Kyle's.
You get a similar sense of deja vu from that. Looking at the night sky, him trying to teach you just like the concept of like the stars and the constellations and navigating your way throughout life. Always look up to look for some sort of inspiration or direction in these stars, because the stars are the gifts from the gods and they will never lead you astray. Probably the first time that Orlin has been camping since leaving Redmire proper was probably with Shiima on their way to Langdale. It's been a long while since those days. What does Orlin do besides keeping watch for a number of hours?
When it gets close to sunrise and time to wake them up, he'll start doing his calisthenics.
It's my
Oh hell, here we go again. So we all got a long rest.
Yes.
And then the flamingo attacks!
Yeah, the dire flamingos. Oh no!
As the morning starts to peak throughout the Geistwood forest canopy that you guys find yourselves in, it slowly starts to warm up, and yes, a long rest is had.
My calisthenics, I'll roll my temporary HP.
Also, don't forget to do a short rest too to reset the rest of your hit die.
Actually, taking a long rest cleared it out for me.
Okay, so you must not have used that
Yeah, it
much.
depends on how many of your hit dice you use.
It's 2, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you use over half of it, you would have to go twice.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can do it twice too.
Interesting. I'll more than likely forget about that, but it's good to know.
But a long rest is had. 12. Yeah, 12. Oh, sorry, 10. About 22 hours have passed since the beginning of your guys' journey out of Devil's Reach. So you've got 26 hours remaining for your charge. What do you guys do?
I feel a lot better today. I feel like I'm cursed anymore.
Me neither, but did the bug visit you guys too in the dream?
No, the dragon did.
You know, you should clean out your sleeping bag, Kulkras, because if you leave crumbs, then bugs are going to come.
No, the other one. What? I wasn't in a sleeping bag.
Oh, I'm not some kind of weirdo watching how you sleep. How would I know that?
I watch you while you sleep. Technically, I'm watching everyone.
And I don't know if this is one of those crazy things where you're staring off into space and none of us can see it.
I told you about that bug. That we all got the banishments or whatever it was from the wizard.
Sounds vaguely familiar, sure. I'll go with it.
I think I noticed it when it was
Yeah.
nearby, but I couldn't see it.
Yeah, you couldn't see it, but you were able to. Speaking of
You
which,
could sense its presence.
speaking of which, is the rope still working?
Is it still on your person even?
Yeah.
The robe is still working. It is on your person. It is there. The maggot. You don't see it.
It'll be back.
So you still have your rope?
So far, it's still working.
Huh. Interesting.
The fist mounts up on
Saddle up, boys!
on steed,
We both start flying.
on steed and beast.
You hear me cussing up a storm again as you guys float above me.
You mother. Ready when you are.
All right, Vaxxus,
Here we go again.
give me 2 more checks, nature checks.
Now that it's daylight, you want me to take the lead?
Think about it. Are you flying?
I don't have to.
But are you?
I was planning on it, but if I'm taking the lead, I can do it, and I have a pretty good survival.
It's a matter of how Vaxxus is going to respond to your question, basically. Are you flying?
While I'm asking it, I'm not.
Oh man, if you get a flying steed too, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, here comes the fist."
Put your reach is at it.
It's the flying fist now.
I kind of squint. I shake my fist at Kulkras because he's flying, but then I turn and look back and look at you, and then I say, "All right, fine, you can take the lead, Orlin."
Compass.
Compass.
The compass immediately starts to burn in your hand.
Take it back. Actually, I'm resistant to fire. Nullify it.
It doesn't nullify it, but you definitely feel it start to like warm in your hand, and even if that wasn't an issue, the needle, which did have like a nice fixed point, starts to spin wildly.
Does guidance affect these rolls? I sure hope so.
You should, yeah.
What are you rolling?
Not good.
No. What are you
You
rolling?
said nature, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's like, oh yeah.
Can I pace with him and try and help him point out?
Sure.
Yes.
You get advantage because Orlin is attempting to help you.
Thank the Lord.
Do worse.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, so I have a 12 and an 8.
You had your D4?
Yes.
12.
At advantage
Okay.
with D4.
This is
What's your survival at?
It's 0.
Okay.
Of course.
Could be worse. It could be negative.
No, I rolled, and then one was finally hit double digits, and the other one was net 1. So I'm like, alright.
Oh, sorry. Did you say that your nature and survival are the same?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, sir. My apologies. It should have been the survival roll, but yes. Yeah, so you rolled a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, for the first leg of the journey, 12 was the DC. So you originally start to point everyone throughout more sinkholes, more divots, more just like natural hazards.
Really, it's
you
just
find
It's just for
Not
yourself.
the dire flamingos again.
you do find a recent nest of dire flamingo eggs that have recently hatched.
We spoke it into existence. Oh no!
But Orlin just points you up and is like, nope, this way. Eventually, however, you guys do come across just a number of dire wolf corpses.
Flamingo's got him.
I just wanted to add one thing.
Yeah.
Can that be the national bird of Devil's Reach, the dire flamingo? Yes.
Devil
Yes.
flamingos.
I can't wait for him to AI art that and show it to everybody. Here we go.
This is important, all right? Oh, you laugh.
I would imagine.
Okay, go check the score.
Well, actually, no, Orlin gave it back to me, but so I'd come across the corpses first. Can I do a medicine check to see what killed them potentially?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. With a a guidance.
Lord.
My dice need to be smelted down to use for nothing. I got a 6.
You got a 6.
Ghibli movie?
No, that's from.
How do I roll higher on a D4 than I do on a D20?
With skill. Look, with Clarence gone, someone has to be the bad dice roller.
I guess.
The curse is off me, my double 5, so.
I just need to flip this table and get it out of my sight, I guess.
Vaxxus, you have no idea how this direwolf has died.
Careful, the flamingos are very vicious around these parts.
Kulkras, you notice with your enhanced vision, you see a lot of some sort of sticky purple substance on the fur of this direwolf, and you see it in random spots near it, on the trees, on the ground, in these weird line patterns, almost like a spray of this substance.
Does it look like
You know, it does look like what?
webbing?
It does not look like webbing.
Oh.
It looks like some form of congealed liquid.
Yes. Jello liquid.
Think it was maybe a slime or something. Cool grass.
Can I make a nature check to try and decipher what beast may have done this?
Sure. Anyone can make a nature check if they would like.
I can't. It's not meant to be.
Todd.
You probably roll better than me. Roll better on
To be
perception.
fair, my nature
You are guided.
just as bad as yours. I have a +0 as well.
Same. 15 for me.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. 17.
I was getting there.
Alright.
Carry the 10.
If I use the exponent,
Kulkras and Orlin, both of you recognize this substance. Kulkras out of the tribal training of
anchovies.
the necessities and whatnot of hey, watch out for this stuff. Or Orlin, because this substance comes from a subspecies of dragon. This is wyvern poison.
Alright, if we get it, we can make new armor out of it. I played this game before.
What is this, a game in one of your tribal villages or
We're
something?
hunting the
Cool
Rathalos.
grass?
Oh, God. Oh, okay. I got you.
Coming out later this month.
Yeah. Longsword supremacy.
No, it's all about that charge blade.
Gonna see what's his face from Jumanji all the time.
I was sending Clarence the Skulker from Danny Phantom.
Clarence would always send the guy from Jumanji, the hunter.
Van Pelt.
Yeah, Van Pelt.
With the 15 and 17, both of you are aware that wyvern typically use their venom as their poison as a deterrent and detractor from other predators coming in onto their territory and stealing their kills. So they will usually coat their kills in their own venom just to deter any other creatures from messing with it. As this is mine, don't mess with it. They also spread their venom to mark their territory as well.
We should probably move. Unless we want to fight the wyvern.
I don't think it has the book, so probably in our best interest to forget we were even here.
What's the compass say?
Well, you give it back to me.
Oh,
What's the compass say?
what's the compass say?
The compass says to go in a east by northeast direction.
The wyvern comes in with a pair of readers reading it.
Does the compass ever change colors or anything at any point? Or does it look pretty much standard the whole time?
It started to glow orange and bright red once you handed it off to somebody else. But other than that, it's just like this wrought iron compass.
Have the Trinettes ever trained wyverns?
Make a history check.
Are you mad?
They used to fight them like chickens.
7.
7. The Trinettes have tried. It's difficult to tame them because of their aggressive demeanor. You can by being aggressive and assertive in a way that dominates that beast. It's not a method that the noble family of Trinettes like to use. They much rather try to find some sort of symbiotic relationship with the beasts that they control and whatnot. But attempts have been made. They just haven't been made well. There is a desire to try that more often, especially now because the Dragon Crusade in the East has gone on for way too long. They need to start branching out and getting more dangerous creatures under their control in order to hopefully get an edge in this campaign. But that's what you know.
I'm going to go ahead and mark off a ration.
Stale ass food we've had in our bags.
That's right.
3 months ago.
We can finally get to use it. Hey, look, dried out food lasts a long time.
Pocket bacon!
Alright, do you continue onward?
Oh, were you saying
think-
something to me, though, or?
Hmm?
Were you saying something to me?
No.
Oh, I thought we were still going.
Unless you have something you want to say or do.
You mentioned Kulkras, but me and then John kind of
Yeah,
sidetracked.
you said my name, and then they
Yeah.
did something. So
Sorry about that.
The mo-
Sorry, this is something. This is just collective knowledge that Orlin
okay.
and Kulkras come to the conclusion
I thought
pretty
you-
much at the same
I thought you were
time.
going to be like, we need to leave. Too late.
No, I started to wander away from this scene of carnage to wherever we're supposed to be going.
Or if
Oh, I do remember what I was going
Or
to
if we
say.
stay here for a little bit, we might get to see a territory war between the wyvern and the dire flamingo.
That wyvern better pray to whatever gods it looks up to.
And then the horned flamingo comes in.
Stupid basiles.
I want one.
Welcome to Jurassic Arcana.
One day we're level 18. One day we're level 18 and we're gonna face off against the Trask. You just get one of those lawn ornament flamingos to put down on the battlement.
Why are you so
You are
smart,
giving me
John?
too much to think about. The thing is, I can make this happen.
He's like, I have that lawn ornament. Don't tempt me.
I do remember what I was going to say. Kulkras, you take a peek at the compass. It is going in a direction of the forest that definitely has more wyvern poison markings.
Balls. I think it's with the wyvern.
Poison comes from their balls?
Yes. It's a very well known fact.
Make a survival check, please.
Alright.
What are they flying in the air going, back up! Back up! Uh-oh, I broke somebody.
Maybe we'll get saved by the dire flamingo. Let them fight.
That's better.
The direwolves.
That's much better.
Make that roll or rocks are gonna fall.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, Vaxxus. Because there's still one more leg of the journey.
I thought it was the. So you got the wyvern ball poison.
That's what I thought too.
This nature survival or whatever.
Survival.
I mean, look, that was the order of operations with that
You know what?
conversation.
I'm not even gonna bother
Rolls,
re-rolling
all
that. How? There is just no way. This is impossible.
Did you roll the? Were you still helping him?
Did you
Did
roll?
Still get?
I'll roll it in the tray, but it's not gonna
Yeah, am I
matter.
still helping him?
And again, how do I roll a d4 higher than I roll a d20? It's like almost mathematically impossible. I got a 6.
Am I still helping him then?
I don't know.
I'll allow it.
I was gonna say he might roll a 1. Please tell me it's lower.
If only. 10.
You're gonna make me put a dire flamingo on the board, aren't you?
I'm trying my best. That's a 10.
Go on.
Hold on. That's not
No, we sent lawn ornament.
You have lawn jockey in there too?
Guy, please look through this. See if there is something flamingo-esque.
Flamingo-esque.
You're not. I'm not saying you're gonna fight one,
We could look up the good luck minis. Let's see.
but I am just. I'm covering my bases. So, what was the total?
10.
10. Okay.
I don't like
This next leg of the journey. So you guys started at, let's say, 8 a.m. First leg went very, very well. You did not get sidetracked too much because of Orlin's help. So now it's probably noon. Now another 8 hours have passed because you are traveling through more difficult terrain areas. You definitely do get chased off by a squad of dire flamingos. They're
Serpentine! Serpentine! They can't follow you!
They are
Serpentine!
They are slightly. They are like 6 foot tall, skinny legged. If you can imagine like a goth looking flamingo with like dark like black and bright pink feathers
Is that where you
with
typed in
blackened beaks.
Is that what you typed into the prompt?
Don't worry about it. They just like scuttle and scurry between the trees, and they chase you off. They're one like belches fire.
Yo, these flamingos are sick.
Devil's Reach, dire flamingos. Eventually, you are able to give them the slip. As just
I told you, Serpentine. It works every
fighting
time.
them is just not a good idea right now. But eventually, you lose track of them, and finally, around 8 p.m. I gotta tally up the hours.
Closest I can find is a pink-red dragon.
Okay, cool. Toss me the dragon just in case.
Or do you want the whole box back? Or?
I will.
There's
But
actually several pink-red dragons.
Oh no, the whole flock.
okay.
Gosh.
Separate the
Put it near
pink-red
the
dragons.
Okay, they're near the top.
All right, yeah, just leave it right there.
Yeah.
This will be the pink flamingo stand-in.
Dun, dun,
Maybe.
dun, dun.
But eventually, 8 o'clock at night, it's been dark for a couple of hours in the late fall evening here. You do eventually find a break in the tree line where now you are in front of the initial... It's not the summit, the beginning of what would be the Salazdan Hills. And here you find what looks to be the remains of a small camp. You find 2 bedrolls, a long discarded campfire, a couple saddles that are just ripped to shreds. There's blood spatters on the nearby darkened stone that's out here, where the desolate waste had rock and sand of a more natural beige color. The Salaston Hills and the surrounding level landscapes have like a darker gray and black coloration. And the red pigment sort of like stands out a little bit out here. And you just find like a ruined campsite that is just covered in wyvern poison. And you look at the compass, and it is pointing in the direction of the Salaston Hills mountainside.
At any point, is it like, has the compass done like anything like this, like we're getting kind of close or no?
If you stand near the mountainside and you take a look, like 10 feet to the left and 10 feet to the right, you're definitely close.
Did you bring your hiking boots today, fellas?
As we're flying.
Sure.
The storm of swear words returns. As I mumbled under my breath.
Kulkras. You hear in the back of your mind draconic whispers.
Don't speak the language!
And over time, like over these seconds, they just get a little bit louder and louder and louder
I'm guessing it's here.
as eventually through in the night sky, almost silhouetted in front of the green moon of Zunis, is some sort of winged creature that is dive bombing in your guys' direction.
Mage Slayer.
We're gonna take a break as we roll for initiative. Comes in the night. To enjoy these announcements, don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. Check out Drive-Through Fictions. What's the name of the book?
Written in Blood, Volume 1.
Written in Blood, Volume 1. It's less than $10 for the PDF and the paperback version as of right now. At some point, it will increase in price to $18.98. So what are you waiting for? Pick it up now while it's still cheap. And enjoy these announcements, and we'll be right back.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled broadcast program to bring you these interdimensional announcements from the Underground Initiative. We would like to offer our thanks to the people and organizations that help make the Underground Initiative what it is today. Some of the music you're hearing in the background comes courtesy of Midnight Syndicate. These horror music pioneers can be found on Spotify, iTunes, Ask Alexa for Midnight Syndicate, or at their website at midnightsyndicate.com. A big thank you to the one, the only, Kevin MacLeod. Check out the amazing works of Kevin MacLeod, a full-time composer who has published over 2,000 works of musical genius, most of which he's made available for others to use using the Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0 license. His work can be viewed on YouTube and incomptech.com. Thank you, Irutan, for letting us use your music. This amazing savant of Celtic and medieval melodies can be found on YouTube and irutanmusic.com. We would also like to thank Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, and Bethesda for having such iconic and impactful music, as well as allowing for fans to utilize said content in productions like these. Please keep in mind that this is all fan-generated content and is not sponsored or endorsed by Blizzard Entertainment, CD Projekt Red, or Bethesda. We just really enjoy their content. A big shout out to Derek and Brandon Feitcher. Their amazing compositions can be found on YouTube under Fantasy and World Music by the Feitchers, as well as iTunes, Bandcamp, Amazon, and Spotify. Go check them out. Stringstorm does music, voice acting, sound effects, and more. There's a lot of creative symphonic metal music on their YouTube channel, and most, if not all, of their songs can be purchased at store.stringstorm.info. Various artists and animators were vital in bringing the Underground Initiative to life. We would like to thank Edvartico, who can be found at twitter.com/Edvartico. Sunzaki Kojika. Check out her artwork and content at twitch.tv/Sunzaki Kojika, and CJ Emmanuel II. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
We're back.
Cut.
Nope, we're keeping it.
Check.
We have returned. Kulkras, you are the first to notice this winged creature, probably hundreds of feet in the air, but it is dive bombing in your guys' general direction. It is attempting to get a surprise attack, but because of your barbarian abilities, you are able to effectively go first. What would you like to do?
Throw a rock at him.
With the shield and that barbarian ability, I have to rage first. While the barbarian ability, I have to rage first, so I'll rage. And then, since we're using the mounted steed and whatnot with that initial rage, I immediately move half the mount's movement.
Okay.
Not including the 90, with an extra boost of it. How close is it now? Still a couple hundred feet?
Yes. I believe half of the Nightmare's flying speed, 90, you move 45 feet at an angle to try to meet it. It's still a couple hundred feet away, but it's the way that it's flying, you think it is half falling, half flying. So it will be, because of this, it will reach you next round, essentially.
You know what? I'll hold my action then with my heavy crossbow. Once it gets in with 100 feet, I'll shoot it.
All right.
And then I will order the steed to dodge.
Okay. The steed is
Just in case it attacks
attacks
the horse instead of me.
All right. That is the surprise combat round. We're going to move you a little bit over.
Oh, right, the
here.
surprise combat round.
Yeah, that was just the surprise.
So actually, then, because of the surprise, I don't want to lose my rage already. So I will just take the disadvantage and shoot it.
You got to boot up that battle map, player.
No.
Well, yes, of course. Engage the battle map.
Where were you on that?
All right, start over.
Okay, so
Anyway, we'll move back.
Well, here, because I want to use some of this space here, we'll say that that it is currently flying this way. You have already made yourself, and you didn't rage, so.
No, I did rage. That's why I moved the 45 feet already.
Right. Okay. Well, you put yourself there.
Oh yeah. And then I was going to shoot it, so in case I'm first again before the thing, I don't want to lose my rage.
All right. That was the surprise round. Top of the round, it is Kulkras again. The combat order is Kulkras, Orlin, and Vaxxus. What would you like to do?
What the surprise round is extra, right? So it doesn't count towards my rage thingy then, or?
I mean, it is a round, so it would.
Okay, that's why I said I wanted to shoot it instead of holding it.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to waste the rage.
All right. Go ahead and
It's at disadvantage.
it is at disadvantage because it is hundreds of feet away.
It's fair. The max range on this thing is 400 for the disadvantage part of it.
Can you shoot a bolt over the mountains?
Yeah. Plus 7. 17.
17 just hits.
Disadvantage. Pa!
Man, yeah, we just see Kulkras leading his shot like a marksman.
So Kulkras is shooting like a cow-sized bullet that with an arrow flying at falling at terminal velocity. The fact that you are able to land this shot is impressive. In the dark, actually,
No, that's
yeah, in the dark too. So
dark.
it's really hard to hit.
But I thought it was like noon.
No, it's
No,
like
it's
8
8 at night.
p.m. You guys have been traveling a long fucking time.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 8 p.m. now.
So we're gonna have to like port back. So you might be on your own. Give the steed back to you, and I'll just port it back.
Yeah. So
but-
total travel time thus far, 34 hours.
my
That's with the long rest.
goodness. Okay.
All right. So that's only 5 damage. It is magical since it's a +1 crossbow. But
Not a problem. 5 damage. The crossbow bolt hits this this entity, and you all hear this like screech.
that was the fuck.
Now, was that during the surprise round?
That
or
was during
this-
that was during the surprise round because I didn't
Okay.
want to lose the rage part of it.
All right. Normal round. What would you like to do?
Me again. I don't want to get too far ahead, so I'll stay where I'm at and I'll fire again from disadvantage.
Go for it.
This doesn't get the D4, right? Because it's
No.
only guidance.
Only guidance
So you
for
would attack
ability
this one,
checks.
couldn't you? So it gets in, and you don't have to do disadvantage.
That is true. Yeah, this one I will hold the attack for then
Okay.
until it gets into 100 feet.
All right. Use your bonus action to reload and hold your action for another hit. Still using the dodge action for the nightmare.
Yes.
Okay. Orlin and Vaxxus, you notice Kulkras just like immediately start to like have these
Ghosts around.
these ghosts around his form. He doesn't even announce his attack, but you watch him pull out his crossbow and shoot. And at first you're like, "What the hell is he shooting at?" And then you hear like a scream in the night, hundreds of feet up in the air, and then you track the arrow shot, and you see like the massive leathery wingspan of some creature silhouetted in like green moonlight.
I just yell over to Orlin. How does he do that?
All his eyes.
the wraith. Really?
Orlin, you're up.
It's still pretty far away.
Looking at it now, yeah, it's maybe 300 to 400 feet away, but it is gaining. It is coming close really freaking quick. You think it'll be on you probably this round.
I will bless the 3 of us.
All right.
True. It burns.
Concentrating on bless. Kulkras is blessed. Vaxxus is blessed.
Get it off.
Do you do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright.
Sersha will dodge for now, I guess.
Search will dodge. Understood. It is now the creature's turn. The creature is in free fall, which means it is falling at 500 feet around, and it has to use half of its movement speed to keep itself from crashing. I had to look these rules up at some point. So
just dives on the ground. Well, job well done, fellas.
well, yeah, hey, good,
If I shoot its wing.
good job.
Turns into roadkill immediately.
This creature swoops in really, really quickly. You guys see the form of
Does
a
anyone have old beast?
this
Sick, but
of
no.
a huge winged creature with leathery brownish wings, almost like a dirty green scaly front side, a long wispy tail with an engorged tip that is just spraying venom everywhere.
Just pissing everywhere.
Before it does anything, can I say that me and Saoirse moved up next to Vaxxus?
Absolutely.
You and that word.
Yep. Now that it has gotten, now that I'm bringing it closer, Kulkras, go ahead and make your attack.
At normal.
Don't let it splooge on you.
Back out! Back out! Let's see. I need at least a 10. Huzzah! 17.
Hey.
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sadly, the crossbow doesn't give me range
Are
damage.
you Shiima now?
It's actually better damage. 12.
12.
Nice shoot.
Nice shooting attacks indeed. This creature is like I said. This is a wyvern. By the way,
Sure.
Wait a
the
second.
wyvern. What you got?
Where's the rule set
Need something
for the weapons rule set?
Oh, for that stuff.
Might be in there.
or I think it might be highlighted here. Weapon options, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah. Should have been looking at that the first time.
It's all good. Oh yeah, for the bonus you can do like a special attack.
Check
or
out
whatever.
Tales of the Valiant for potential optional rules in your D&D playstyle.
What's up the crossbow heavy?
His pinning shot.
Well, that would be sick if it worked like that, but no, I don't think it would. I was gonna see if I could cripple its wing. It'd be a real short fucking fight.
Gosh.
I can
Really
only,
would.
I can only do pinning shot, but I couldn't pin it to its own side.
It would turn into a stains pretty fast. Pretty fast.
Never mind. Continue.
Also has to be larger, smaller, and you said it's huge.
Oh,
Jake, you said it's huge.
This is a large, huge. Yep, it is huge.
Mage Slayer.
When it casts a spell, I will let you know. Okay, and yeah, the ghosts, I believe, yep, the ghosts traveled with the initial arrow shot, and they are clinging to this this creature, and it is dive bombing towards you, Kulkras.
I mean, I did shoot it twice.
You did shoot it twice. It is going to use 2 claw attacks on you. Uh, 18.
Nope.
24.
Yep. Alright. God, that would even hit Orlin. Attack so mighty.
Yeesh.
19 points of slashing damage, halved to 9. And you are currently grappled in its grasp. Yeah, let's...
This is a monster hunter battle.
Kind of is, yeah. I will say it used half of its. It's going to use half of its movement to stop here, and it's going to use the rest of its movement to
Get over to me.
fly over to you and grapple you from your nightmare steed.
This would have been perfect if Christa was still here, because she would have been one of the cats from Monster Hunter then at that point.
With its bonus action, it is going to. Actually, no, it can't. So that's all that it's going to do. Vaxxus, you're up. This creature has has sunk its claws into Kulkras's shoulder and is attempting to pull him off of the his steed.
Well, I don't know what time it is. So I started blasting.
Go for it.
Bonus action, heavy makeup. I can't wear my hat. So yeah, bonus action, and then Eldritch Blast ×2.
Eldritch Blast ×2. Electric Boogaloo.
That bless.
Oh yeah, you are blessed.
Doesn't matter. I got a 22, and does a natural 20 hit?
The 22 hits, the natural 20 doesn't.
Balls. Damn. Every time. Metal die came to my rescue.
I'm still good, I promise.
Alright, the first one, I will just do the regular one. 20 times 5. First hit is 12 points of force damage.
Nice.
The second hit, double. Well, actually, this is necrotic, so 2 die, double. Could have been better, could have been worse. 23 points of necrotic damage.
Woo! Nice. 12.
I just start yelling. Begone, pest, we have no time for you.
Over 50 points of damage done already. This creature is looking a little hurt. As it just like screams. As it hits, it gets hit in the back twice with Eldritch Blast energy. Does Vaxxus want to move anywhere?
I'm tempted to just keep following the compass because time is ticking, so that's what I think I might do.
Is it still pointing to the wyvern?
I don't know what direction it's pointing. That's up to
It is pointing up this way.
Away we go.
Alright. How much movement does your steed have again?
100.
Alright.
But I'm not going to leave the battle,
5,
obviously.
10, 15. I'll say it takes, because once you start to reach here, that's difficult to range.
Sure.
So I will say all of your movement got you here. The rest is mostly sheer cliff. It is going to take some ability checks to go higher.
And can my steed take the dodge action?
It absolutely can.
And then that'll be my turn.
All right. Top of the round again, Kulkras.
Oh, right, you gave us that. Well, I think it's already grappled me, so. And I'm pretty much at full health.
Unless Orlin wanted to use their action for anything.
Bless was an action.
Oh, for some reason I thought Bless was a bonus.
I always think it's a bonus action too. I don't know why that always sticks in my head, but it is an action.
Wow.
Yep. Then
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it twice with my long sword.
All right. Do it.
Recklessly, of course, since we're here.
Since we're here.
Since we're here.
Can I have it make a wisdom save for me, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's been so long because we've always fought undead or those stupid brainless bandits.
Yeah, this creature is not immune to fear.
No. Well, that would change the dynamic. If it does.
15.
Nope, gotta be 18.
The wyvern is afraid.
All right, well, because I get advantage on that then regardless, right?
Well, let me read it.
I think as long as you can see it and it can see you, essentially.
Something along those lines. Let me double check.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Oh, okay, so it has disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. So then, yeah, mine still goes with the reckless.
Alright, go for it.
So first one is
I mean, I did almost do 40.
it's 23 to hit for the first one.
Scared. Hits.
1d8. Ooh, on that. What's my range? Just 3? With evidence. So 5. So 13 damage for the first hit.
Better
Gotcha.
up.
Second hit. Actually, the same thing. It's 23 to hit.
It's give me the old twist.
Grab it. Okay. 7. So 15 more points of damage.
Woo. You are just like hacking into this creature as much as you can as its talons just grip into your shoulder tighter and tighter with each axe swing. It's losing blood fast. It's received a lot of damage.
Just things like, what the f have I done?
I mean, yeah. It would rethink its life choices, but it's too afraid to.
If it had another turn, maybe.
Action.
And of course, the horse will dodge.
Dodge. Okay.
I'm grappled by it, so it can't. I don't think it can drag me.
The
away.
wyvern can't move closer to the source of its fear. I think it can make a save at one point, so let me check.
Yeah, check that. Like at the end of its turn, probably.
Sounds familiar. I will double check.
Well, Kulkras is just sitting on top of a bare horse. Like there is no bridle or saddle, so we'll see what happens.
Frightened until the end of its next turn. So
Until the end of its next turn. Gotcha.
So every time you hit it, it has to make the save.
once per turn, I can go for that. So.
All right.
Since there's only one target, it makes it pretty easy.
Indeed. Assuming that ends Kulkras's turn. Orlin, you're up.
Sarsha will fly up next to Kulkras in front of this thing. And she will do a claw attack.
You're still mounted on her?
Yeah. 26 or 27 to hit.
This looks like the front page of a fairy tale novel. This giant aerial combat then.
I'm going to take you off the field just because.
That's fine.
The paintings on the sides of
Put me more towards
Of
Kulkras.
cards were
I'll
true.
be next to him.
Yeah.
For 8 damage.
8 damage.
And she is going to use a tail attack. Their abyssal tail. Is this thing immune to poison?
We'll find out.
she comes up beside
Yeah,
beside
natural
me.
one anyway.
The Drake. What the?
Attempting to whip the abyssal tail towards the wyvern. The wyvern just like slaps it away with its own tail.
I'm not used to it yet. Then Orlin will attack with the spear.
All right.
The fear doesn't give it disadvantage?
No.
Just wanted to text us.
Text
Well, anything.
Did it give it this
It
on saving
attacks.
throws, or what was the second thing?
It's ability checks.
Ability
I think
check,
it's saving throws. So yeah, since I'm in line of sight, it's gonna hit.
Click Orlin. Jump off and grapple its wing.
Thought about it, actually. I don't know if I could do a huge thing, though.
Oh man, you trying to rodeo the wyvern
Natural
in
20.
Woo! Trying to rodeo the wyvern in midair. Nice.
Natural 20.
Now the damage from this fall shouldn't be too bad. We're only 45 feet in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right.
14 piercing damage and 10 force damage.
It is looking hurt as Orlin slashes with the sandstorm spear. Ripples of extra wind and energy accompany your slash as it just slashes into the body of this winged drake form.
Second attack. Natural 20!
Oh damn! Is it the same die or a different
Yeah,
one?
same die.
Nice.
The gods have decreed all of everyone's rolls are at disadvantage from now on.
Again, 14 piercing.
Look, the highest I rolled was an 11. Back off.
14 force.
No, you have defeated Bane.
This thing is not looking so hot.
Everyone, then Orlin gets a attack of opportunity too if it tries to drag me away.
That's it for me and Saoirse.
Can't move closer to me, so I'm fine with that.
Alright,
Oh, that would be a dick move if you were actually able to fly and you were just above it, so it couldn't fly away.
If only. I can't believe this thing almost got annihilated in what is this, like turn 2?
I completely forgot that it had some extra stuff, but that's okay.
Not for long.
Not for long.
Since it's reached this point, I'll start to use it. At the end of your turn, it's going because it is in such fight or flight mode. It has legendary actions.
Oh.
It is going to use one of its legendary actions to move half of its movement speed just away from everyone here.
That triggered an attack of opportunity.
That will trigger an attack of opportunity from the Nightmare, Saoirse, and Orlin.
It can't move closer to me because it's frightened.
It is moving straight up.
So hooves is the nightmare's ability?
Yes.
The fear or the fighting condition drops after its turn.
Okay.
After its turn or at the beginning of yours?
At the end of its turn.
Oh, the end. Yes.
Yeah. Right now, it's not having its turn. It's having a legendary action move, which is slightly different, but
Orlin got 27, Saoirse got a dirty 20.
both hit. What's the hoof?
Natural 20.
It's a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
This is
It's called legendary death at this point.
retribution from the church, isn't it?
Big time.
I almost
How many
rolled max
natural?
damage.
What was it, like 6 or 7 we
Basically
had?
3 in a row.
Insane.
So, I don't know if you meant to give me this much damage for the horse, but the horse does 2d8.
Yeah. And an additional
And plus 7 fire.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it's 2d6, so it's that. Okay.
Yeah.
2d6 doubled anyway.
You might kill this thing as it's trying to run.
Orlin did 12 piercing and 12 force. Saoirse did 11 slashing. Yeah.
Okay,
All
there-
magic.
There's no plus to this damage then for the horse, so that's just the normal stuff.
Well, doubled whatever your damage roll.
So normal damage is dice total 6, so 12.
Okay.
Fire damage is 5, so 10.
Okay. Does it add anything?
It doesn't say so unless the group's counted. Well, it says melee, so would I have the strength bonus to it?
Well, it'll be part of its. Just 2d8 plus 4.
Oh, plus 4. So,
So yeah,
about 16.
Yeah, you said 12, so then 16, and then the 10 fire damage.
So 12, 10, and 4.
No. Oh yeah, 12, 10.
Is this thing alive?
It's literally just living along.
Oh, it's dead. I see that look on his face. It's dead.
Look, you gave me the horse.
What's your collective finishing move on this?
It's like shredding it, like pulled pork.
The horse, the 2 hits, bop, bop, fire. With me on it.
Okay. Just Orlin, slash, Sersha, claw,
The horse.
Kulkras is like trying to wishbone this creature in half while it's like digging its claws into your shoulders. You're just pulling it
It's
apart.
time for a death battle.
while your horse just like back kicks this thing's face in, crushing like its fangs and its face, just caving in its skull, and the creature just falls limp. You're still on your horse.
Okay.
You're fine. Orlin's fine, and this creature just makes a reverberating sound here in the forest.
I said, I wish there was somebody around here to witness that. Nobody's gonna believe us.
I look for the bug.
I didn't even get a second turn. That was kind of insane, actually.
Guy, please disengage the battlement.
The DM's gonna have to wear a bag on his head after this one.
Yo, put that back on.
I spent a day painting this mini.
And it took less than 10 minutes to take it down a notch.
Less than 2 rounds to kill this thing.
Hey,
No, it's fine.
Test level, baby.
World.
Level 10. Level 10.
In that
That's awesome looking.
in that storage unit we have, we're opening up a food truck. We're gonna be selling wyvern pulled pork. Pulled wyvern.
I do want to go down and take either a fang or a claw, whichever is bigger.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep making my way whichever the compass points.
Okay. Go ahead and at this point the
1.5 rounds of combat.
well the trek from this point onwards is a little bit difficult. I would like for Vaxxus to make an athletics check to try to have your mount scale this mountain a little bit better. Orlin, if you would be so kind as to make a investigation check.
Orlin, what's the matter, Vaxxus? You have problems?
For anything that you want to loot off of this creature.
Would survival be applicable if I'm harvesting it?
Yes, it would.
Natural 20!
I'm half inclined to just say, Count Orlin Trinette of House Trinette, you are now a divine being.
I also rolled a 4 on the D4, so it's literally the max I could roll. That's 24. 31.
Did you get a hold of my wine and not tell me? My special stash one?
You look at it just like a swig of it left.
I'm actually still a little spiteful. How come the damn horse got a damn? That's probably not me.
All right, so wyverns usually, like the only thing valuable on them is their venom. Their scales are usually too thin to make armor out of. Their claws and stuff usually degrade and go brittle very, very quickly, so people can't like make weapons or decorations out of them. And their meat
Pretty good. Cheap
is particularly not tasty. However, with that natural 20 survival check, you gain some additional insight on this creature. For one thing, this wyvern is way bigger than a normal wyvern from what you've seen in books and whatnot. This is like a giant variant, or perhaps even a dire version of a wyvern. But because of its massive wingspan and size, whatnot, this creature is probably evolved near some sort of mag stream or a magnia deposit to make it grow to this size and just to be a much more formidable wyvern. Needless to say, it's still going to get its shit kicked in by 3 level 10 adventurers and their mounts. That being said, because this is a much more evolved version of a wyvern, a diverted evolutionary path, this thing's scales are comparable to probably to make you can use its scales to make maybe a +1 scale mail, and you are able to just pretty much fillet its whole front section of scales. That is really the only. And these are its front section is the only place where it has scales. The rest is just muscly sinew stuff. Its talons, you're able to collect 3, 6, all 8 of its talons. Jeez. And they look. He rolled a natural 20 and a 4 on the D4. You're able to collect 8 of its talons, which will not go brittle fairly quickly. However, maybe 2 of them might over time, but you are able to harvest them safely. The fangs, unfortunately, not a whole lot can be done with them, especially with the hoof that just caved in its skull. The tail, you can, if you have empty potion vials, you can collect. You can collect a sizable amount of its venom should you have empty potion vials or some form of collecting it.
Vaxxus, do you have any empty bottles?
Why are you eyeing my bottles?
We can get, I got a good chunk of its poison gland. I think we can milk it.
You sound like some kind of weirdo.
I sound like Shiima, yes.
I'm sure I got an empty bottle or 2. I'm gonna toss one down to him. Yeah, catch.
I try to catch.
You just catch it.
I'm not even fucking make you roll.
So I can get 1 dose with that.
Let's see how I choose to roll this. How many doses of the Lucky Starcare wine? How many charges does that have in your inventory? Because that's essentially the bottle that is being tossed. That size of bottle.
I believe it's 10, but I'll double check here.
Okay.
So on a side note, I don't actually remember where we ended up putting this. I'm not sure. Where's my chest of preserving?
It was on the cart, wasn't it?
That's what I thought.
It's on the cart.
Okay, so we don't have it.
You're fine.
We stuffed the Quell corpse in there.
I've used this wine
I
once?
think just once.
Twice.
Oh yeah, twice, because I gave Orlin advantage the one time for a persuasion check, I think it was. 10 charges.
Okay, so Vaxxus tosses you a whole ass wine bottle that is empty. It can hold 6 potions worth of liquid. 10 but you are able to extract 6 units of wyvern poison. Even though you rolled a natural 20 versus a survival check, I would ask you to make a dexterity check at advantage to make sure that you don't accidentally infect yourself with the poison while you're...
Is this a save or ability check?
This will be an ability check. And I'm allowing you to roll at advantage because you rolled a natural 20 on the last one.
Not a natural 20 this time, but still pretty high. 22.
22. Yeah, you are able to successfully milk this wyvern for all it's worth. You milked it dry, as it were.
Can you milk me? I've got nipples, Greg.
if you want, you can even just break off the end, like the stinger of the wyvern tail. It's no different than its talon. It's just a little bit straighter and hollow. So you can probably do something nasty with that if you're so inclined. Kulkras, what are you doing while this is going on?
Don't drink from this bottle. You rifle through my stuff, don't drink from this one.
But don't rifle through my stuff. I guess I'll just be keeping a lookout since I'm good at that.
Sure, make a perception check.
My strength check to start scaling the hills there was 16.
16? Alright. Decent first start. The compass is still pointed forward.
Perception.
So, and you look up this mountain, really fucking high. Even though it's like the first hill by the tree line,
Sure.
really fucking high. Would you roll?
25.
25. Yes, you are able to keep a lookout. You do not sense any other creatures coming your way. However, you also notice that Vaxxus is having a little bit of difficulty climbing upwards. You do see with the 25, even though it's dark, the light of the green moon illuminates part of the mountainside. You see probably 800 or 900 feet up is a little like an alcove entrance of some sort where you think might have been this wyvern's nesting place.
There's a cave up there.
Will you just fly up there with us?
I'm following the compass.
There's a crunchberry up there.
A crunchberry, you say?
Out here in the woods?
The wyvern's got to eat somehow. It's got its own cow up there for milk.
They probably fought the dire flamingos for them.
That's why they're not friends.
It was the Crunchberry Wars of olden days.
The ancient crunchberry wars that still rage on to this day. The losses were massive.
Does the compass look like it's pointing toward that alcove?
Well, here's the thing. The compass just points in a flat.
Sure.
It's pointing in the straight.
But if he angles it upward,
Well, no. I mean,
if you point it away from now that Kulkras has pointed it out, if you point the compass away from the alcove, the needle will go towards where it is, either direction. So it seems that the compass is pointed at that cave entrance.
Give me a lift, Kulkras. Maybe it's over there.
I'll give him a lift.
Do you leave your steed behind?
See you later, my pretty.
Actually, the horse probably would poof out of existence before, because then you only have 10 minutes left on it anyway.
well, we only had. Well, it depends how long. Orlin was filleting his friend over there.
Orlin, go ahead and roll 2d20.
I was gonna say by the time you got up halfway up there, it might have disappeared.
12 and 17.
All right, what's that would be 18.
12 and 17 is 19, friend.
It'll take you about 19 minutes to fillet this creature. So you can either wait while Orlin does this, or Orlin can do this while you two fly up to this cave. Your call.
I think me and Kulkras will be okay.
Yeah, if not, we can just dive bomb down.
All right. Saoirse
We're
keeps
crafty.
Saoirse walks around and keep watch as Orlin works. Kulkras with
That's true. My shield will let me know in the language I don't understand.
Perfect.
Kulkras with the flying nightmare steed, which it's sort of like, it doesn't just float; it sort of like walks up air.
That's pretty cool. That's
Pretty sick.
like galloping uphill, but it's not touching the hill. So it's like a broken Skyrim mod of like, I'm walking, but I'm not touching the ground. And it does leave like these ethereal, fiery hoof prints in the air as it moves. Orlin, every now and then you could see like the fiery trail left behind of your summoned steed here. As Kulkras, grabs Vaxxus, puts him on the horse. You guys move upwards towards this alcove. Eventually, you reach the lip, and the cave just goes back probably 60-70 feet. And Kulkras, you're the first to notice this. There are several similar, but like whinier screeches coming from the back of this cave. And you start to hear those slight whispers of something speaking Draconic in the back of your mind.
There's babies here. Wyvern babies.
I look at the compass.
It's pointed in.
Are you okay with killing babies, Kulkras?
I mean, the shield whispers danger, so... They're not extinct in this area, are they? Do we know?
Doubt it.
Make a nature check.
Actually, do you have the ability to cast invisibility?
I do not have that spell. Just because usually stealth for me and Orlin is so bad, I didn't bother taking it.
I was gonna say, if you can cast it on me, I can just go get the book if it's in the cave.
I think Shiima has it, but unfortunately, oh.
D4.
Is that
Let
Yeah.
me add my
It's a
D4.
check.
Oh man, what did you get? Like a natural 24?
21.
The natural 20 then.
Natural 21.
During the Arcane Drought, wyverns were their sightings and populations have dipped dramatically. However, whenever the Arcane Drought ended, wyverns, because they are not as strong as dragons, started to appear fairly rapidly, probably 10 years after the Arcane Drought ended. So by this time, 30 some odd years after the Arcane Drought ended, wyvern population has probably come back to its original size, maybe a little less because Arcala has industrialized a significant amount since then. They're definitely not endangered.
Well, let's see if we can find the book without doing anything, and we'll go from there.
Well, I think you're stealthier than me. I don't know if you can hold this compass, though.
Probably not. Can I see it? Because we both have dark vision. Do we see where the book might be?
I mean, Kulkras has the higher perception, but I can see in complete darkness, so I don't know which...
The cave itself is about 80 feet deep. How far can you see?
120.
Okay. So for Kulkras, 60 feet in, it's hard to see past that. Vaxxus, about past the 60-foot part, you see a fairly large almost like a nest of some kind, but instead of like tree limbs and whatnot, you also see like bits of bone woven into the nest itself, and 3 much smaller wyverns, just like doing the whatever draconic version of chirping is. They're just like seems like they're waiting to be fed.
I have a plan, Kulkras, if you stick close to me.
Also, the horse is giving off 10 feet bright light, 10 feet past that dim light. So
They may or may not have noticed your presence. We'll see what happens.
I'm just saying for visual problems,
course.
so I can
We
probably see a little further.
We won't be stealthy, Kulkras, but if you want to follow me, we should be fine to investigate. So
Yeah, let's go.
what I'm gonna do, maybe you could have the horse follow behind us or whatever.
I mean, I can stay on the horse and just walk in with us.
All right.
That way, if we need to make a quick exit.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast anti-life shell, centered on myself, and I'm gonna start walking forward with Kulkras.
Okay. What's the distance that
I
covers?
think it's a 15-foot radius, but let me double check.
I'd look up what that does.
I'm sure they're fine.
No, it's just as long as I don't move past creatures, I can keep things out from getting toward us. As long as something can't reach through or has range or something. I got all kinds of neat spells because of my patron. And I finally found a utility for this one right now. 10 foot, I think it is here.
10 foot, yeah. So you, Colt.
Which spell was it?
Anti-life shell.
So yeah, Vaxxus, Kulkras, and the steed. If you're casting this while on horseback, 10 foot, nothing can get in. What does it look like as you cast anti-life shell?
It's like a green hazy barrier, basically.
There, throughout the barrier, you see like almost like a dome made of fog. You see like smoky, ethereal, like ghostly faces shimmer across the shell. Various like eldritch tentacled horrors, like the shadows of them like phase in and out of the fog. It's really fucking creepy, but inside you know that you are safe. Advancing forward throughout into the chamber, the nightmare giving off bright and dim light as it goes. The 3 younger wyverns, the juvenile ones, start to like screech. One of them flaps its wings and like tries to like dive bomb into you. It just bounces off it.
Yeah, so I can't.
See, they can fly. They're fine. They can hunt themselves.
Okay, so the thing is, I can't make the barrier move past an affected creature, otherwise it'll drop. So if they start getting too close, I might try to do an intimidation check to scare them away, because I want the barrier to stay up, because I don't want them bothering us.
The barrier lasts for the duration. The barrier prevents an affected creature from passing or reaching through.
So yeah, these creatures are like these wyverns are basically just clawing at the outer edge of the shell. They can't reach the legs of the horse because it covers that. You guys are effectively cut them off from reaching you entirely, if I'm reading the spell right.
Okay, pretty much. I'm gonna blast one with Eldritch Blast to try to scare them away, because these things are pissing me off.
Yeah, sure. Make an attack roll.
Y'all starting to piss me off.
Use for an hour if you needed to.
I don't need the blast, but 26.
That hits. These things have a much lower AC.
11 points of force damage.
You blast this thing in its chest, and it tries to like spray you with its venom, it just sort of like bounces off the shell. And
Well, it says reach can't go through it, so unfortunately.
So you're sprayed a little bit, but it just smells foul, but it doesn't affect you.
Just pissed on us.
Kinda, like it's attempting to mark its territory on you.
I'm gonna blast it again to try to send a message.
Go ahead.
So I started blasting. So where's this book?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Yeah, you blast it again. It didn't get the message.
Another 8 points of force damage.
In fact, go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
Enough.
Add a d4.
That's pretty high. Jeez. 27.
So this thing tried to an act of juvenile dominance. It's effectively trying to piss poison your way. You shoot the tip of its tail. It breaks its stinger, and it sort of like limps backwards, and like the rest of the wyverns follow suit, and they're just like just in the corner of this cave.
Just yell, away! Just away with you!
You killed its parent, and now you're bullying them. It's great. Welcome to the fist, everyone.
I'm trying to see where the compass is pointing, and then I'm trying to watch them so the barrier doesn't drop.
Well, if they're still squawking, I'll yell at them. Enough! I don't know if they can understand. I think they can kind of understand because of my gifts.
Maybe.
They're like animal intelligence, aren't they?
Pretty much. They don't seem to like they respond to the noise less about. You don't think that they have the capacity to understand you, so
Shut up.
they're not beasts technically. But your compass leads directly to the nest itself, and you see. Both of you see like the semi-fresh remains of some humanoid form wearing what looks to be blue robes that has been like completely disembodied and was probably a meal for these juvenile wyverns.
I want to, wherever it is, whether it's on the same level that we are, or if it's higher or lower, I still want to walk past it to see if the compass turns and points behind me. To kind of get a gauge of like, are we in the right place, or do we need to just keep moving forward some direction?
Sure. Yeah, the cave entrance itself is like 30, 40 feet wide, so you can so of course go that way, go that way. It seems that the compass is indeed pointed towards the nest itself.
Oh, so if I walk past where those bodies are at, the arrow points behind me then when I walk past.
Yeah, but the nest itself is like pushed back at the end of the cave, so you can't really walk past the nest. You can walk next to it, but that's about it.
Yeah,
it always points towards the nest.
Yeah, I just wanted to move in some other direction to see if it's like pointing at it. Okay, great. So I guess so we're on the same level as the nest then, is what you're telling me?
Seems that way.
I guess I will start making some investigation checks to see if I can locate das Book.
All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check. I will say at advantage because you're using the compass to help point you in the direction where it is.
Feel free to look for yourself as well, Kulkras.
I'll look for other just generic things because they probably got a bunch of people.
Add your D4.
There could be gold. There could be
There's
stuff. There could be stuff and things in there.
Stuff and things.
I like stuff and things.
And just a little bit of nonsense. Which one am I using? Am I using
That's pretty good.
investigation, right?
Investigation if you're looking with your hands. Perception if you're looking with your eyes.
Yeah, because I'm going to be rifling through things.
23.
23. Okay.
Oh, right. Man.
So one of the few things I actually have a bonus to is investigation.
Not as good, but 9, 12.
12. Not you reach into the nest to try to like find anything that is probably like built into the foundation of the nest itself. You think you find something and you pull it out, and it's just like a humanoid femur bone.
Just looking for loose pieces of gold.
Vaxxus, you reach your hand in and
Give me a hand and Kulkras picks it.
Vaxxus, you reach in and you actually reach past bone and twigs and like full tree branches, and you find something soft and leathery. You basically find like a satchel of some sort. And you sort of like pull that through, and you find a somewhat ruined non-magical like side satchel that it on the front it bears the symbol of Ioun, the knowing mistress, framed in blue, which would be indicative of the cerulean trove. Do you look inside?
That's a satchel, you're saying?
Mhm.
As long as it's not a book, I'm going to open it. So.
You open it. Inside, you find. Go ahead and roll 3d20s if you'd be so kind.
My God, you triggered its trap card.
The Shadow Realm, boys. I get D4s in all these?
No.
I have, without bonuses, did anything?
Without bonuses.
Okay. 5 rolls, I have 11, 16, 17.
What's the total?
44. Yes, 44.
You find 440 gold.
I'll go ahead and give half of it to Kulkras for now, because Orlin's clearly not here. We'll split the rest with Orlin later.
You also
40. That's add a calculator.
You also find 146 and 6 silver each. You also find a like leather wrapped square parcel of some kind that has a significant amount of heft to it.
Wave your compass around it.
That's basically what I was gonna do. I was gonna start moving the book around different directions around the compass to see if it keeps pointing toward it.
Seems that this is the book.
Gotcha. Well, we have what we need, Kulkras. I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
Shut up!
You exit the cave without issue and rejoin Orlin at the base of this hillside of the Salasdan Hills. Orlin would be covered in gore if it wasn't for his self-cleaning armor.
It's just his face.
And immaculate filleting technique of this dire wyvern.
How did I just dissect the wyvern and you guys smell worse than me? You smell worse than the sewers of Baldur.
That's because your armor does all the cleaning for you. You're so privileged and you don't even realize it sometimes, Orlin.
I still take care of all of my stuff. I polish my sword and shield every day.
I'll tell you why. I get a little close and
then he cleans his weapons.
Then I rub it
armor.
in his hair.
Oh!
You getting up under my helmet?
Right. Or your face. It's fine. Go straight into the nostrils.
I punch him.
You can't get through the anti-life shell.
Wait, well, you'd have to reach the...
Yeah. He's trying to hit my arm then?
Well, I'm confused. Sometimes how the spell works because it says you pick which creatures you hedge out or whatever.
Maybe it's assuming with a reach weapon, or you're using like an actual weapon and not like a natural weapon.
Well, it's like, I don't know, the wording's a little ambiguous. It's almost up for like
The shimmering barrier
interpretation.
extends out of you and a 10-foot radius moves around you, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. The barrier lasts for the duration. The barrier prevents an affected creature from passing or reaching through. I will say, because he wasn't in there whenever you initially cast it, he essentially just can't.
So Kulkras could poke through, do that, and then reach his arm back. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Why you?
This is a Three Stooges game.
Also, here's your 146 gold. So the way it would break down is 146, 146, 148. Because it doesn't split evenly,
Gotcha.
so...
I'll just take the 148 then. How much silver did you say it was?
Well, we're not doing the silver.
I gotcha. Okay. I'll go ahead and start casting teleportation circle to go back to Devil's Reach.
All right.
And I'll just start poking fun at Orlin. Well, we'll see you back there, Orlin. Maybe you can catch up to us later.
You just wait.
I'll be back. Maybe get over here.
I'll wait till it's drawn, and I'm gonna pretend to cast it, and I'll just drop the barrier. How much mag powder does a guy need to take off inventory for that spell again?
I think it's just 1 unit.
Yeah.
Because he's got all the reagents I need for that.
Yeah, just 1 unit, I believe.
I'll mark off the other spells.
Or is each unit worth 25 gold?
I'm going to get into the item description.
If that's the case, then 2 units.
Yes, 2 units.
Okay, my mistake.
Glorious.
I think there might be mag in these mountains too.
There's mag in them hills.
Made the wyvern grow bigger.
See, the Mountain Dew shirt's already paying off. Dude.
That's a nice shirt. I like it.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot
Tiefling
to mention in that cave, you did see like along the back wall there are like these little glistening green veins of ore, which are probably mag ores.
Oh, well, that's probably how they became dire.
Well, I think you're right, Orlin, but maybe we come back some other time if we're bored or really desperately in need of mag, I suppose.
I think we've got plenty. Maybe you could let your sister know in the Crimson Knights or Guards.
The Sin Gods, yes.
Yes.
It took me a second to remember, too.
And,
I was waiting for Orlin, or I could.
Oh, I'm definitely teleporting back.
Hey,
without
really
him.
want to go camping?
Definitely teleporting back without him.
I killed the wyvern right here.
Orlin, how did you beat us back?
I banished Orlin.
Utilizing the teleportation magic.
The only thing I can handle.
You guys are surrounded by the briefest of infernal flames as you are teleported back into Devil's Reach and land instead in a pile of piss instead of a pile of shit. But the familiar sights, sounds, and smells of Devil Reach is abound. The air smells slight sulfur and brimstone, exotic smells of fancied incense, honeyed alcohols. There is random music being played by just people pulling out banjos and guitars and drums that are just having a grand old time. The storefronts all have like these magical string lights and of various colors, enticing passerby to enter. There are.
Is this the usual, basically? Like, there's no festival. This is just how it's always.
It is Mardi
Typical.
Gras all day,
Yeah,
every day out
gotcha.
here.
Gotcha.
Devil's Reach is one of those places that has a negative connotation outside of Devil's Reach. Everyone just assumes that, heathens and blasphemers. While that is true, everyone here has a grand old time. Like, hey, we may be parked in like one of the more evil touched places of Terra, but we can decide if it's going to be fun or evil, and we choose fun.
Everyone's sitting there. This place is horrible. We've been attacked by this. There's piss everywhere. The Devil's Reach. But did you die?
Pretty much.
I'm just gonna start making my way straight back to Aurelian's place so I can get this book and this burden off my shoulders.
Not a problem. While that is happening, you guys pass a handful of these red-robed tieflings that are just like preaching just to like anyone who would come by. Despair not, for just because the holy ones are here, they are not the reason for our woes. We must stay strong and vigilant, and not give in to our infernal heritage and the wicked ways of old.
I just roll my eyes, and if one of them's in my way, I just kind of shove them to the side a little bit on purpose.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Pretty much.
Did they have holy symbols?
Make an investigation check, or a perception check, I should say. Sorry.
Investigation check.
Are you wearing
10.
10. Let me take a look.
Makes sense to me.
You have to forgive him. He looks with his hands. Sorry.
I'm blind.
Yeah,
This is how I see.
That's how blind fighting works, right?
You have to feel their face. All right. You're sitting there. You're like touching their face with one hand, and then you're pulling out your weapon with the other. There you are.
They do not bear holy symbols, but you do recognize something of a familiar symbol on the front of their robes. It looks like an eye surrounded by spiky stars, and you're like, I've seen that symbol somewhere before. Huh.
Agnes? So we saw in the...
I thought that was a hand, not
I
spiky star.
think it was a hand for Vecna.
There's a lot of eye symbols everywhere. Sorry.
Is it religious in nature? Could I make a check? Because I can probably see.
Yeah, sure. Make a religion check.
Yes, +0.
Oh, did you add a +4 to that roll?
I did.
Okay.
All right. With my almighty +0. It's actually still not bad. 17.
17.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, with the D4, it's 17.
The symbol itself doesn't spark any familiar.
Okay, so we never
religious
came across it.
symbols. No, this looks new to you as far as you know. It definitely isn't one of like any of like the major established religious symbols or iconography that the 12 would teach, or anything that would be connected to the betrayers either. So this, to you, this is like a new
And
symbol.
and so far, no connections with the Order of the Grey Path.
As far as you can tell, no. Vaxxus, just so that you know these what these individuals are. These are the faith seers of Devil's Reach. They don't particularly preach any one religious denomination. They usually just preach as more less religion, more spirituality. Of find a good path, find a way that is that benefits you and doesn't cause problems for others. Their clergy that preaches outwardly are known as guides. These would be the most religious people of Devil's Reach if it wasn't for the actual Order of the 12 people on the outside of town. But you march through the various lanes of Devil's Reach, and you make your way to Relian's Wicked Agreements.
I make my way up to that bearded troll or goblin or whatever it is from Harry Potter.
You furry bastard.
You furry bastard.
You enter the establishment, and you see that there are indeed, you guys have been gone for a number of hours. Most of the people that were here last time are still here waiting in line, waiting to be seen.
Makes me want to watch Beetlejuice again.
You just enter. Whoop, whoop.
Beetlejuice 2, really good.
I still need to watch that.
That was one of the last things I seen before my subscription ended. It was
Max, right?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. You find the imp with it has very nice bob of hair, kind of like an orangish complexion, fairly nice blue dress shirt with a really ridiculously wide neck brim thing that goes out comically wide past its head. With these gigantic impish eyes.
He's got a ruffled neck. Okay.
Yeah. And he regards you all. Well, it looks like you have returned. Have you come back with the mistress's spoils?
Yes, let us in. Time is money.
Don't I know it? Very well. I shall accompany you to Lady Relian. Follow me. And you see that he has a little name tag that says Ralph. He flies his little tiny impish wings to a room, and once again you find yourselves in the fairly small chamber of Relian, and she is just sitting there at their this little coffee table with a fresh stream of tea, coffee, and little biscuits. Wearing this long, beautiful white dress, and she's just sitting there. Well, welcome back, Fist. And with several hours to spare. Well done, well done.
Oh yes, I brought you a little something extra. Don't mind the smell. That was probably the kids. Your floor might smell like piss for a little while.
I don't know what that means or what you're talking about.
You can just flick it at her.
I talk to them all regularly about hygiene, but they never listen.
I can't help it if you sabotage the summoning circle, if they leave piss and shit where we stand.
Oh, that one. I thought you were talking about the wyvern stuff again.
No, it's just where we came. Yeah.
Good help is so hard to find these days, but it seems that I have lucked out. I shall take that off your hands. She takes it, opens up the coverings, and you see bounded there is a, I believe the magic item is a Tome of Silver Tongue, and she examines it, realizes that it indeed has not been opened. Wonderful. And it disappears in a little puff of flame. She gestures over to Maurice, this large, hulking, armored figure, and the runes on its body begin to fade as the contract is being fulfilled. As promised, you desire information on the being known as Brother Malmos.
Yes, that is why I'm here.
First of all, we usually don't offer this information to just anyone. The reason why we weren't able to is because this information has been actively suppressed by Lord Mephistopheles of the 8th layer of the 9 Hells. It seems that he did not want others to know about the identity of Brother Malmos, their whereabouts, or what they were doing.
And what makes me so special that you care to divulge this information?
Well, because at this time, Brother Malmos's activities in the material realm has become a bit of a thorn in the devil's side. You see, we believe that he has made his way over to Dender and has done something to their monarch, which has allowed us to basically run the place like our own little carnival, our own little soul-sucking appetizer buffet. Quite marvelous, but
So you have a summer home. Congratulations.
it would be nice had it not been for the simple fact that the longer devils remain in the material realm, it draws the attention of demons, of creatures from the abyss, which in turn threaten the reality of your realm.
Yeah, we don't all seem very discreet, if that didn't seem obvious.
Normally, it's supposed to be discreet. We hang around for a year, maybe 5, but Brother Malmos's activities have become self-sustaining in the material realm, so that devils can theoretically operate indefinitely within Dender. It's quite an accomplishment on its own, if it wasn't for the demonic incursions that have been happening more and more often as the years go by. At this point, it's more of a problem to bolster security for Dender, just to have a steady supply of souls, than it is to just leave. But if we were to leave, then that would leave your realm at the mercy of the demons that we have inadvertently led to. So, Mephistopheles, in his infinite wisdom and insight, believes that the last person, well, one of the failures of whatever it was that Brother Malmos was doing here in Devil's Reach, might have suitable reason to see Brother Malmos gotten rid of, and potentially deal with this demonic incursion for us.
If you're saying I'm granted some kind of permission to do away with him, it wouldn't even matter. He would just go back to the hells and laugh at me the whole way.
True, but while he's gone, potentially he will not come back immediately. There is some sort of reconstitution time that differs from infernal creature to an infernal creature. So while he is gone, you can potentially remove any involvement, deal, there's a lot that's going on in Dender right now. A lot of moving parts. But if you are able to upset that system, then even if Brother Malmos returns, he will return to a material realm, potentially but bereft of infernal influence. So there would be so you wouldn't really have any summer home to come back to once you burned it down, theoretically.
So, Mephistopheles, I don't think I can say that correctly. Mephistopheles?
Call him Big M.
So Marv.
Just say it one more time for me again.
Mephistopheles.
So, you're telling me Mephistopheles released Malmos to just go out and have fun and kill whoever he felt like. And now, the one person he didn't get rid of, you want to send me to go clean up all his mess.
Naturally, you will be rewarded heavenly, pardon the pun, along with your compatriots who choose to accompany you.
I mean, you wouldn't need to bribe me to do that. I'm not signing the deal to do it either.
We can discuss deals later, but what you want is information, which I have amples more to give. You see, devils don't operate willy-nilly in the material realm. There are rules, there are guidelines, there is bureaucracies and red tape for miles before we could even say hello to a mortal. Hi.
I think she's talking.
But
busy with the tea and biscuits.
We're stacking biscuits.
they're really good.
I just kind of whisper to Orlin, "Go for it. You can stay away from my sister."
But brother,
Orlins.
but the being that you know as Brother Malmos didn't always start off that way. In fact, you might recognize one of the other organization that he's been a part of, and within her hand, she materializes a magical image of a symbol that you are all familiar with: the Order of the Great Path. It seems that once upon a time, Brother Malmos was a mortal of this accursed group. It flickers away in flame. And he wanted to make deals with people above his pay grade, and he was punished for it severely. And as such, his soul found its way into the Night Hells in Mephistopheles' realm. Mephistopheles is a master of the arcane. He is a researcher. He is, I think you would call him a big, massive nerd. But he is powerful, second only to Lord Asmodeus. By a wide margin, sure, but I wouldn't take him lightly.
Oh, wait, she just said Malmos is only second to Asmodeus.
Mephistopheles is second only,
Gotcha.
even though he's a big fucking nerd.
I'm listening, but I'm trying to type too, so go ahead.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Nerd! I never take notes, so I'm just trying to at least keep my story in check.
But it seems that Malmos, while he was under the control and slavery of Mephistopheles, over the years, over the centuries of growing arcane knowledge, Brother Malmos made a deal with the Eighth Lord, rather sizable one. If he could amass an army of devils by himself, then he would be allowed to make a move on Dender. Now, specifically what that move is, we are unsure. but we're pretty sure how he was able to amass all of those devils.
Now, when she said the eighth lord, what is that?
Mephistopheles,
Mephistopheles.
Lord of the Eighth Lair.
Is the ninth the best one or the first the best one?
Ninth.
That's Asmodeus, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on your definition of best. Most powerful, probably ninth.
But we understand, we can hazard a guess as to as to how he was able to amass so many devils under his control under such a short amount of time. And, I'll wait till you're done. That's fine. How are the cookies, darlings?
Vax is sitting there like a nerd with a laptop, just, huh? No, keep
yes,
going. Keep going.
I don't know. It's just like, I'll say in character, Vaxxus is drinking while he's listening, and he's just like spacing out at times.
Using your tail to drink.
Is anybody going to give Saoirse a bowl?
Maurice!
Dun, dun, dun.
It's big hands, little tiny bowl.
Just all awkwardly sitting here, like stacking biscuits.
All right, that's enough. Go ahead.
All right. Do you make a pyramid or a flat triangle?
Flat triangle.
Are you stacking cups?
Stacking biscuits.
So we think that we understand how he was able to amass so many followers so quickly. And she pulls out a vial of familiar green liquid to you. This is known as Canian oil. It only comes from the 8th layer of the 9 hells, Mephistopheles' own lair. Its properties are vast. Nor under normal conditions, if a creature is burned by this oil, if they are impervious to fire, such as we devil kind, it will burn us deeply. But
I know the feeling.
however, with the right amount of arcane knowledge and alchemical know-how, you can tweak its properties. And she pours some oil next to a burning flame, and she passes her hand through it, unharmed. One can create illusionary flame that gives off heat, but does not burn. She pours out another vial of liquid and tries to put her hand towards it, and you watch as her hand gets burned very badly. Or you can make it even more powerful than what it already is. And in certain situations, if you are very adept, you can change when people die from being burnt by a certain alchemical flame made from this Canian oil. You can transform them into a completely different creature all together, leaving no remains of the form that they once were. We believe that one night, 14 some odd years ago, 100 tieflings, at the behest of this brother Malmos, who promised a better way than to live in a town filled with devil influence, to constantly deal with the prejudices of mortal kind, to deal with the constant threat and pulls of my own influence, of infernal influence. Why deal with all that when you could just ascend to the heavens? Lies. All of it. Brother Malmos was seeking followers. Gullible followers. And he lured 100 of your fellow countrymen into the Geistwood forest, dug a small pit, covered everyone in oil, and set them aflame. All 100 of these tieflings burned alive, except for Brother Malmos and his 2 followers. And 99 tieflings transformed into devils under Brother Malmos's direct control, save for 1.
Lucky me.
Something got in the way, and as she says something, you hear like the gentle laughter of Vecna in the back of your mind. You're welcome.
Well, I thank you for that riveting tale of my backstory, and it sounds like you've told me more than I expected already for Brother Malmos, unless there's more information you have that would conclude our deal, I would assume.
Some. Unfortunately, ever after that, my attempts at learning more about Brother Malmos is halted. I'm unable to scry on him. I'm unable to legend lore him. All means of magical understanding of the entity of Brother Malmos ceased. But tracking the history of what goes on, we can assume that him and his cohorts of 99 devils was enough to impress Mephistopheles and allowed him to make some power moves on Dender.
So are you telling me him and his 99 devils are sitting comfortably with their feet up over there in Dender right now?
I believe so, yes.
Well, then I definitely need to visit there one of these days and see the summer home for myself.
And I am all but happily ready to assist in such endeavors. But getting there, the room fills with gas as you all...
Dimension door!
I'm on a spell
To
slot.
get there, you have to die!
I had a nice run, fellas.
The furnace is making noise. I don't know if you can hear that.
It's not the furnace, it's the
Something is making
it's
noise.
the water softener.
Ah.
It's always at this time of night that it does it.
Funny. Unfortunately, getting to Dender, there is some sort of blocking mechanism. You cannot simply teleport there, otherwise anyone could just walk in. You need some sort of coin, some sort of safe passage to even arrive there, usually by boat. We can, well, some of us can plane shift our way there from the Nine Hells, specifically to Dender, but you will probably have to find some other means of transportation there.
I'm in no hurry. I'm just glad I know what my goal is, but I have some other unfinished business in various parts of Arcala here, so in due time is what I'm saying.
Understood. If you seek to understand more, well, Brother Malmos did some other things while he was in Devil's Reach, but under the guise of some other creature. It seems that Brother Malmos became a sort of run-of-the-mill devils to try to collect deals and souls from passerby in Devil's Reach. Potentially, he made some sort of deal with someone you know here in Devil's Reach. Apparently, his plan could only be implemented by making a deal with this individual. Unfortunately, I am not allowed the details of this particular deal, but if you find them and coerce them, and however which way you can, you might learn something key in taking down this Malmos and hopefully freeing Dender from the occupation of devil invaders. Boo-hoo.
I have a funny feeling I might know who that person is.
It might also behoove you to know that this person actually is in Devil's Reach right now.
Fireball.
And you said you don't know who this individual is.
I think we both know who it is. You'll find them over in Lichter's paraphernalia store. What the fuck is that place called?
Nice save.
That's actually what it's called. What the fuck is that place called?
What the fuck? Lichter's planar paraphernalia on 8th Street.
Funny thing is, I was also going to say it was a travel agency too, which it sounds like it regardless. Well, everyone's waiting for it to catch up. Just sorry.
Well, I think you've told me more than enough. It sounds like you've exhausted all the information that you haven't had, considering you're not getting any new information about the Malmos.
There is one more last tidbit of information I can offer you. If you seek other nefarious passages through Dender, you could always hit up Mahadi of the Wandering Emporium. Since it is the full moon of Zunis, he's going to be ported in Devil's Reach for quite a long while.
I have some other unfinished business here in town. It's been a while since I visited, so I don't plan on leaving right away. Unless I have any objections from my compatriots over here.
Do what you gotta do.
Oh.
It's not my favorite place we've been, but I understand.
If either of you are interested in the information that I possess, the information network of, and anything your heart desires, I'm all too.
I think she's winking at you.
I'm all too ready to make a deal if you are.
I'm okay.
Not me, no.
Well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. The fist can bump up the line if you'd like.
It does feel good to cut in front of those poor saps that have been waiting for years, it looks like.
I do enjoy that.
We come back and say it's still the same group.
That
We
one,
just walk-
it's that one guy who just yells, "Oh, come on!"
we just walk right past them. Oh, come on!
The longer they wait, the more they are inclined to sell their souls to reach the front of the line. It's great.
It sounds like a grimy thing that this place does, sure. And I suppose that's it for our deal. I stand up and get ready to make my way out. But I do have a deal maybe you'd like to make with me on the way out.
She eyes you semi-interested. What do you have in mind?
So, you speak of Brother Malmos and all this power and how he needs to be taken down a peg. How much trouble would you potentially be in if he found out about you peddling this information about him?
Let me put it to you this way. Brother Malmos might have had lots of favor with Lord Mephistopheles, but the order to take him down a peg came from Lord Mephistopheles. I'm not worried.
But you wouldn't be worried if he found out you were the one that was passing information around.
She gestures over to Maurice, who pulls out a full adamantine bar and just bends it into a pretzel. I think we're fine. But your concern is heartwarming.
Because if you like, I could make you a deal. I won't say a word about where I got the information from, should I be so inclined when I do happen to see Brother Malmos. And in return, you never make a deal with my sister Lindira. Ever. I will never willingly tell him where I got this information from on those conditions. It seems like a fair trade to keep your secrets.
I've never been compelled to not make a deal with someone. This is a new sensation. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. With the D4.
24.
24. I will make this deal under one condition. If Brother Malmos finds out my involvement in any way, your soul becomes mine.
As much as I would like to keep that deal, he's a master manipulator, and his cronies have sway and charm to control actions and minds. I've been on the receiving end of that, so I can't willingly make that promise because there's potential that I will tell them given certain persuasions that are out of my control.
Well, then I guess negotiations have stalled for now. But I only make deals to those who enter willingly. If this Lindira wishes to make a deal, who am I to turn away someone who has so much to offer?
I get ready to leave. You know what? Fine. I'm not going to make you a deal. But don't think I won't come back here if I hear something I don't like about that last bit that you just said there.
Promises, promises.
After he says that, I look at the metal guy and bend the teaspoon.
Make an intimidation check against Maurice.
Oh, God.
It's a 0. 5.
Damn, I wish I thought of that.
Maurice does not respond. Does the fist leave?
Yeah, I'm going to leave. I think we've got more than I was expecting, and I don't want to make one of these one-sided deals again.
As the deal is honored, revelations abound, many complex feelings and emotions run through the mind of Vaxxus Dinvula in Devil's Reach, with knowing somewhere out there in the once desert paradise of Dender sits the maniacal mind of Brother Malmos in whatever form he has chosen to take. And somewhere in the back of Vaxxus's mind, there is a small flicker of hope that one very dear to him might be at his side. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/undergroundinitiative. For every 10 patrons that we get, I will wear a fun wig for an entire session. Don't forget to check out From Outer Space for all kinds of really cool stuff that John writes for tabletop RPG stuff. Don't forget to check out Drive Through Fiction, where you can purchase Written in Blood, a fantasy anthology series featuring Blue Baza in one of these stories. They are fairly cheap right now. I don't know when the price is going to jump up, but hey, it probably can. Also, if you donate to our Patreon, once again, that's patreon.com/undergroundinitiative, your name will also be included in the credits here. Even if you choose to donate once and never did donate again, your name will stay in the credits forever as long as the internet continues to stay in its current form. Like, comment, and subscribe to our stuff over at Subterranean Gamers on Twitch, YouTube, Underground Any1 on X. A Blue Sky is made. I just haven't done anything with it yet. I'm rather lazy. I apologize. But once again, hey, John, congratulations on being published, you and your crew. Mm-hmm. I can't, and this is only volume 1. Let's see what I can't wait to see what volume 2 is going to be. Once again, thank you all so very much for tuning in. We hope to see you in the next one, which, by the way, our next episode is going to be St. Patrick's Day themed. So make sure that you're all wearing green.
Bring your whiskey.
And bring some nondescript holiday spirits. We hope to see you again in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to stay incredible.
Sonnenschein, ja, da muss man glücklich sein, weil da brauch ich nichts auf dieser Welt. Früh am Morgen schon zum Strand, braun gebrannt im weißen Sand, ja, das ist die Zeit, die mir gefällt. Abends kommt dann noch so ein Bummel die Strandpromenade entlang und das hat seine Gründe. Sommersee und Sonnenschein und dann noch verliebt zu zweien, ja, da muss der Mensch doch glücklich sein.